San Francisco.
You're listening to Pod at the Palace with Curtis Wilkerson on Inside Arkansas.
What's up, everybody? Welcome into the Pod at the Palace. Watch along. Arkansas, South Carolina, the SEC tournament getting rolling. I'm Curtis Wilkerson, joined by John Neighbors, Andrew Ellis. This is replacing Inside Arkansas Live for the day because, it's at the same time, and we're not going to talk about Arkansas football while the Razorbacks are down in Nashville getting ready to get weird. What's up, fellas?
What's up? It's going great, man. I'm excited about this. I know everyone may be a little bit nervous and how was this 3 straight times you lost to South Carolina. I think I saw Hogstats have a stat where he's like in the noon or 11 a.m. games in SEC tournament, Arkansas is like 0-6, whatever it is. But it's okay. All those things aside, I am really confident today. Forget the history. It's about the here and now, and I feel good today.
Yeah, I feel good today, too. I said on Monday I was going to have good vibes no matter what, and that certainly applies today. And also, we've already got our built-in spin zone. If Arkansas loses this game, one, we can blame the early afternoon because now our watch party sabermetrics are starting to materialize. They're 1-0 in 9 p.m. games when we do the watch party. So if they lose this one, we just got to hope they go to the West Coast for the NCAA tournament. But we have our built-in excuse because if Arkansas loses, this is just an opportunity for us to show the world that we were right. Arkansas clinched their NCAA tournament spot on Saturday. This is all just house money. But I also am not going to be upset if Arkansas wins with that house money that they've developed.
Yeah, for whatever reason, I'm so much more skeptical and anxious about playing the last place team in this conference than I feel like I should be. Maybe that's because of what we saw last time. But if you watch the Pod at the Palace this morning, I just kind of shared a graphic of South Carolina, all their, metrics and stats and shooting percentages and everything in their home arena versus anywhere else. And the difference is absurd, man. It's just crazy to look at. So we'll see what it looks like. I see the SEC is also off to a rip-roaring start. Not only could Arkansas not take the floor early to get warmed up for this morning game because Kentucky was having their practice in there, which is fine because they limit the amount of time you can go warm up anyway because of the short amount in between games for all the other ones. So they try to keep it consistent. But you got Kentucky in there before you can take the floor. And then the SEC plays the wrong freaking hype video for the Razorbacks. They're showing a hype video on the Jumbotron of Jalen Graham putting people in the spin cycle. It's unreal, man. You can't write this in a script.
I felt so many things watching that and seeing that. And it's so bad because I understand that mistakes happen, but it's one of those things where I just ask, how does something like that happen? And if you haven't seen the video, I guess Ethan Westerman is one that tweeted out the video of it. I'm just dying seeing L. Ellis hit a 3 and Jalen Graham getting down. I was just like, wow, it's like Brazil wasn't even in the hype video, and he's the only one from last year's team. So yeah, not off to the greatest of starts for the SEC tournament.
Yeah,
it's game one for everyone.
That's exactly right. Yeah, exactly. We should give them a little bit of leeway and grace, just like we'll do the same for the Razorbacks if they get off to a kind of a slow start here. But I was not expecting to see JG and Mekhi Mitchell on that Jumbotron to start my SEC tournament experience, but here we are. So
they had so many Mekhi Mitchell highlights to sift through because last year going into the SEC tournament, he had been just dominating the league for the last 3 or 4 weeks. He was hot this time of year last year.
Yeah. I tell you who's happy he's not seeing Mekhi Mitchell today. That's Colin Murray Boyles. He's thankful that he doesn't have Mekhi Mitchell to deal with today. He's also thankful he doesn't have a Dude Thero to deal with today. So,
yeah. John, I feel good about the outfits you've got going on. You want to talk us through this real quick?
Yeah, I was sitting back and I was kind of lazy this morning. I was like, well, I want to wear something Razorback related, but it's almost like when I went to my closet, this light shone from this particular jersey of Razorback fandom. For those of you who don't know, this is Brandon Dean. No, it's not Sonny Weems. It's Brandon Dean. It's a jersey I wore in the student section when I was there. So I was like, I'll wear that. I got the shooting sleeves, on both hands and arms just in case. I also have a wristband that I wore for the media flag football game. It says R.I.P. Harambe on it because that's how long ago it was. So I'm feeling in the mood. And if Arkansas loses, then it was a good try. But yeah, I'm just deciding to get into the spirit of the SEC tournament, the most important tournament that's ever existed. in the history of all tournaments in college basketball, and they better win it all, or else it's a failure of a season.
Yes. And by the way, yes, Pat Bradley did just say that Arkansas is resting Adu Thero for the NCAA tournament. I have heard similar, but we'll see what happens. That could also be a leaking that out in certain ways to influence the selection committee in certain ways too. So that's encouraging, that's good to hear, especially if it's being put out there to PB for the SEC network broadcast and everything. But I wouldn't take it to the bank just yet, but that does jive with what I've heard, which is it was looking, maybe more likely for NCAAs than it was the SEC tournament. Now here we are. So
this is a brilliant move by Cal. Basically, just kind of like, now I don't want to say it's not reverse psychology, but basically just being like, hey, committee, we're saving our guy. So just don't take this game. Don't watch this game. This means nothing. Just go ahead and let us get in that tournament. Then we will bring our good team. You're basically setting yourself up for a built-in excuse for this game, but also now the NCAA tournament, if they leave you out, you can be like, what the hell? We told you we weren't playing our guy because we were going to play him in the tournament and you didn't let us in the tournament. What the hell?
Pretty much.
Crazy, man.
Pretty much.
I hope that's the case. I hope it's the case. I hope he gets in there and we see him again. But if he's good to go, though, it is risky business now. I mean, we all feel like Arkansas is, locked, secure, whatever. But the truth is, I mean, if they did lose this game, it wouldn't be losing the game that would boot them out of the tournament. It would be if like a handful of other bubble teams, pop off 3 wins and, make a statement. Then you got a few bid stealers in there, and that's when it could get really, really dicey. But kind of like Lenardi said this morning, win and you're in, don't, and you're probably still safe.
I guess my question is, if we are assuming that Adu Thero is, seemingly back and available, but they're just kind of resting him, wouldn't you rather his first action back on the court after sitting out for a while to be kind of in this environment? Like, isn't this kind of an environment tailor-made to work a guy back into action?
Yeah, sort of. And I mean, but he's also, and maybe behind the scenes, it's been a little bit different. I'm sure he's been doing maybe some individual stuff or whatever, but like when they got to town Monday, he didn't even dress to practice at all. When they were at Vanderbilt for practice, he didn't dress and do anything yesterday when they were at Bridgestone. So I don't know where he's at in terms of being cleared to do certain things just yet, but it doesn't seem like he's doing a whole hell of a lot. So I don't know if he's like game cleared or if they're legitimately just like, listen, you're not going to move until we get home from Nashville or whatever. And then we'll start working you back into things and have you ready for Thursday or Friday. I don't know. So
interesting. And
no, David Adu's not dressed out. He's listed as out. So
they can't be live.
He might be in his warm-ups or something, but he's not eligible to play.
Yeah, I saw it. I think they showed a video of him or put him on camera there for a bit. Not as loud of a red today as it was against.
Somebody probably told him about it, man. I mean, that was so starkly different than any other red that was in Bud Walton Arena.
Which is saying something because there's a lot of different reds. So like the fact that one stood out says how much it stood out.
All right.
I guess we're getting ready to get started here. It's a nooner and it's noon. So
there's nothing harder than trying to find your event on the ESPN app, dude, whenever it hasn't started just yet.
Yes.
I get this. I could spend a lot of time ranting and raving about this. There should be zero excuse where if you have the Watch ESPN app, one, I get sick and tired of having to re-log into it every so often. And two, I get sick and tired of like, hey, if I have a favorite team, when I open the app, I want that team, no matter what sporting event it is, to be the first one, because that's more like 9 times out of 10 when I'm going to that app to watch. And the fact that like if it's Razorback baseball, Razorback baseball is the worst of trying to find it. And it's just, I don't understand how you don't have a thing where it's just like, hey, this is your favorite team. Boom. As soon as you log on, it's there.
Yeah.
It's so stupid.
Yeah.
They've finally at this point gotten like tabs where you go on the app and it'll be like baseball, basketball, lacrosse, whatever. And you can at least separate it by section. But even still, like you're saying, there's always, like right now, there are 150 basketball games happening.
That's insane.
Yeah. Also, they got Jay Billis on the call for this.
If they get to the title game, will they get Dickie V?
Probably.
It's hard not to agree with Dre here, man. If Arkansas loses this, they're done for the next 5 years. If they win it, they just got to win 5 more games, to get in. It's crazy how this works. So,
but I mean, seriously though, like dead serious. If Arkansas, let's say Arkansas wins by 6 here, do you think we will get a tweet from someone that's like, now if Arkansas wins tomorrow, they'll be all right?
yes, I promise you we will
move again.
I promise you it will. Yeah. And we give like Jeff Goodman a lot of heat. I know Pat Forty's been getting a lot of heat for it, but it's Matt Norlander is the worst of all of them.
Yeah.
I don't know what Cal did to that man, but it's crazy.
Are you sure it wasn't just us that he hates? Because we did heat up Norlander a lot last year.
Yeah, but we owned it when he wound up being right. I did, at least.
You did. You did.
I recorded an entire YouTube short and I tagged him in it. I was like, "You're right, bro."
Oh, that Colin Murray Boyles, that is a thick bastard.
Yeah, well, of course, I was gonna try to watch this game on the app and it didn't work, so I got to go to YouTube TV. I can never get the app to work, man, for whatever reason. I don't know, but I got it. I got it on the tube. So
big. Given how big of a company Disney, ESPN, all this is, you would think they would have a better app.
You would, yeah, you really would.
Should be the ultimate like poll question of who has the best streaming app of any sort of streaming services? Is it Netflix?
Netflix for a while was really solid. Like you always kind of found what you wanted. You didn't have to I hardly ever have to search on Netflix. But now their selection of shit is not as good. So
yeah.
But their app wise, it's probably Netflix.
But then they had that the boxing match fiasco for their first, which I mean is what it is.
That was tough.
Decent amount of crowd there.
A lot of Kentucky fans are there to boo Cal.
See,
the thing is, I used to have YouTube TV, but it got too dadgum expensive, man, because I was only watching sports. It's like there's got to be an easier way of doing this.
You think Lamont Paris had his Taco Bell and Starbucks this morning?
Yeah, that look on his face. It looks like he's about to blow up.
Out of damn way, ref. I mean, here we go right away. The ref is just setting a screen on DJ Wagner. What are we doing?
See, you're already ahead of us, or ahead of me at least. I have to watch it.
Boogie's got the really nice chain on.
Yeah, that looks good. Adu has one too. I think it's tucked into his hoodie, but I saw it Saturday at the game. His was an AT, obviously, but it looked good. It's off to the same start as the last one.
Well,
let's go Razorbacks.
Hey, at least Nick Pringle. Okay, so last time Arkansas turned it over and then Nick Pringle scored. This time Arkansas turned it over and he missed. So
it's a good sign.
That's a good sign, but they look slow again.
I bet you it's because Cal told him to go slow, because he doesn't care about this tournament.
Either of y'all happen to bet on first points or first bucket? Arkansas free throw finally hit the other day.
Here we go. I do not like the way Arkansas looks at all in the first minute.
Yeah, I don't know about leaving a guy wide open for a three. I don't know if that's the way you want to.
They just seem things. I think it's something about South Carolina's ball pressure, I think, that gets them on their heels a little bit. Good work by Nelly there.
Yeah, like that.
They already scored. Listen, they're a third of the way to their buckets made in the first half in that last game. So
it's nice to see Nelly dribbling the basketball and
it is
being decisive and looking for his shot.
Definitely is.
Strong around the rim. I like that.
Jeez. Well, South Carolina's going to hit 8 threes.
Yeah,
in the first half.
They'll set a program record for made threes here today.
Be great. I mean, that was from the logo.
South Carolina is shooting 27% from three away from home and 28% from three in SEC games.
Makes the sense to me.
But Arkansas, they're going to be fine. Oh. Hey. TB. There we go. 3-pointer by TB.
Don't let him get hot.
It looked good. That's good to see.
I was confident. It was like semi-contested.
TB's clapping on defense. All right. Okay. Alan Murray Boyles for 3. I mean, it's
unbelievable, dude.
Christ, man. We're gonna do this, aren't we?
Ooh.
I'd let him shoot that though all day. If Conor Murray Boyles wants to shoot threes, he can do it all day long.
Pretty much all 3 of the shots that they've made, I've been okay to let them take. But
yeah, the other guy's body was like turned at a 90-degree angle, and he shot it from NBA range. It's like, all right,
and that one was pretty contested, at least.
Yeah, I swear I'd let
a shooting foul on this one.
Yeah. Storytime plays. No, sorry, we're not putting up the score bug because it gets so far ahead.
Yeah,
that it just kind of kills the surprise for everybody.
People yell at us.
Yeah,
they hit us.
Thing is, I figured out a way to make it where it's on pace for us. But the problem is I couldn't figure out a way how to have it on the screen where it looks decent. So for what it's worth.
Okay, I lied. John has it figured out. He doesn't want to do it.
Yeah, that's it. I'm just lazy. Just didn't want to do it. Like I was working on that like over the past half hour, just trying to figure out different ways. But
yes, never mind. We are incompetent.
yeah. John's really good about when we say something. He's like, no, actually.
Yeah.
Hey, Trevin's been rebounding with authority lately.
Oh, a missed shot from a bad team. Good to see. All right. Now we're rolling. Ooh. Nasty Nelly is what the kids call him.
Did y'all just hear what just happened to me or no?
No.
I have my phone propped up on my laptop, and then I got an email, and it like buzzed and knocked over, and it pressed a bunch of buttons on the keyboard.
Here's the beautiful thing.
As of right now, the score is 9-8. We'll see if Nelly knocks down this second free throw. But the Hogs have semi-weathered the storm despite giving up 3 threes.
The good thing here, Nick Pringle already has a foul. Colin Murray Boyles already has a foul.
Yeah. It's tied ball game now.
It's good news. Yeah, tied up 9-9, 16-48. By the way, Arkansas scored 14 points in the first half the last time these two teams played. They got 9 here in about 3 minutes. So
I like it. That's out on him. He threw that ball.
Yeah, I mean, had to have. There's no way that could have been blocked, and he threw it the other direction out of bounds, right?
Right.
So they called a foul, I guess.
I think they just called out of bounds. I guess they're saying Z hit it off the backboard.
No, it looked like the ref gave a foul call.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. He's going to the line. What the hell?
And now everybody's bitching that we're way ahead of them. I mean, there's just, I don't know.
We're not going to win.
Sorry.
We're not going to win.
Sorry. We're doing our best here. Try hit refresh or try to watch on the app. Like you know what I mean? Like we're trying to stay as synced up as we can be. And it seems like we're pretty close right now. The three of us, at least.
We're as close as we're going to get. I would say.
Yeah. It's a challenge for sure. Got Pringle out of there. I got to tell you, Nick Pringle. Casey, relax, dude. I'm just messing with you. You guys give us shit all the time. We give a little bit back, and people get a little bit, a little spicy in there. Relax, it's all good.
What were you about to say about Nick Pringle? I was. You had me on the hook. I was like, Nick Pringle. What could he possibly have to say?
He's just not skilled, man. But he's so physical and tough.
He was good at that. He was good at basketball that one day. I thought for a second we were going to get another own goal by the Arkansas Razorbacks.
It was they like flirting with it.
Okay. So now we are under 16 timeout. Right? Chat, are y'all okay? We're going to be Dora the Explorer on this here. We are now at 15:42. What are you guys? Okay.
Yeah, exactly. John, go ahead and put that score bug up so people can start complaining about the score ruining the surprise for everybody. And then
I
we'll
don't
take
know.
it down and they can be mad because it's not there. No, I'm just playing. This is really hard to sync up.
It is.
The cool thing is, like, it's always nice when you get good spoilers.
Exactly.
Like when John was ahead of us, it was always nice whenever he would start smiling, and I'm like, oh yeah, Arkansas about to hit a 3.
He's really good at going, and then, but it doesn't like give away any secrets. You just know like something is about to happen.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, my buddy Devin, which you guys know, he gets irrationally angry with me because I have tweet notifications turned on, and for like Razorback basketball and everything. And so if a big shot happened, or if I was on Twitter like tweeting something, and like I would either have a reaction, he would like throw a shoe and get so mad. He's like, turn off the phone. Turn off your phone. I was like, you tell your mama to turn off the phone. I'm not turning off my phone. So I've tried to get better at it is the point I'm trying to make. I've tried to get better at it. So listen, the score book, I think, in my rigorous research, is somewhat fairly synced up. It's not far ahead from us. So
should we all hit refresh now?
Why not? It's a commercial break.
Yeah, this will be a good time. All right, everyone in the chat, hit refresh right now.
Yeah, so Arkansas missed their first 17 threes against South Carolina in the last game. They've already hit one here early. That's good. I did say in the pod this morning, somebody put up, oh yeah, vids from me. I said, they made 3 shots in the first half. The last time they played, I predicted they'd have that many by the first media timeout. They're only 2 of 5, Arkansas, but they've been getting to the line. So I'll take the 9 points over 3 made baskets. That's cool. But
guys, I got to be honest. I'm reading a really good comment from SCT. He says, can we talk about why our fans hate every single commentator that calls any of our games for any given sport? What mental illness is that? So look, I'm a big, like, if the commentary's bad, I notice it. And there's plenty of bad commentary out there. But it is, without fail, every single person who has ever called a Razorback game, Arkansas fans hate them. Like, yeah. I've already seen on Twitter people complaining about Jay Billis. They're like, oh, Billis calling the game? I guess I'll watch without audio. I'm like, you don't want Jay Billis. Not to say, like, Jay Billis is, I'm sure he said something bad about Razorbacks before, but everybody, like, no matter who it is, you can go through the entire ESPN roster. They're like, oh, I hate them all.
Well, yeah, for sure. And a lot of people were complaining about Ron Slay the other day. And listen, I know he jinxed it. I know he jinxed it with the headband thing
on the broadcast. I'm talking about
that guy
cooking on the broadcast.
Highly entertaining.
Him down?
Yeah, he's highly entertaining. I love that dude.
He was great, dude. He was talking about Billy Richmond, and he was like talking about how I think he knows Billy Richmond somehow, or maybe he played with Billy's father or something like that. But he's like, you turn on the film and this guy can play. You look at the stats, he's not that good. You turn on the film, this guy can play. He was great.
Going, man. The only thing that got me about him is he put on the freaking Texas A&M headband, and then Mississippi State goes on a 13-0 run and takes the lead. It's like, take it off, bro. Take it off. But other than that, I thought he was good.
Yeah.
We're back to action here on my TV, by the way.
Yeah, same here.
Okay.
I was just gonna say the best thing though is to me is the like Kevin Harlan and Bill Rafferty, if they're calling a game together, no one can hate that. No one can hate that.
Oh, for sure. But yeah, like dude, the other day and during one of the bombastic things, they were like, oh, Brett Dolan. I'm like, what are we talking about?
Man. What is it about South Carolina's? It's got to be their physicality that gets Arkansas kind of in a blender off the bounce. And they're playing a lot better. Don't get me wrong, but you get a turnover, missed jump hook. Whatever just happened with John's reaction there. He's got to be, oh, you're way ahead of me. Okay. I gotta get caught up.
Again, it's just gonna be
I'm going to do my best to try to stay as synced up as possible. But
has Jonas Adu not played yet?
No. Oh, 3J. That's what it was. Okay. 3J Wagner.
He's shooting like 45% or whatever from 30 over the past 4 games, whatever.
He's been getting it going. What do we think about Ron Slay's accent? Did you guys catch that? What
Yeah.
Cade's talking about here?
He definitely did say "knock it down" in a weird accent, but
Where's
I
he from?
was laughing every time he'd say it. Two Americas,
I didn't know how bad it was. I saw people complaining, but then when I rewatched the highlights of it, it was kind of like, it's funny because when you watch War Machine's highlights after the game, all you hear time after time, like back to back, knock it down. It's like, all right.
That dude's huge, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, man.
I'm so sick of Colin Murray. Was that even really a foul then with T? I mean, like Murray Boyles had position or whatever, but I don't know. The heck do you want him to do? TB, he's just standing there with his arms up. This guy drives me nuts. He's the best first player in the SEC.
Yeah. What was the final spread on this game?
4? Yeah.
The Pigs?
-4. Yeah. Good. He's out for a minute. Go on a run. Dude,
Curtis, do you agree with this here from BTC Puck? Colin Murray is Zach Randolph. He's very Zach Randolph-y for the college game.
Yes. Okay. Nice work there by Jonas Adu, by the way. Yeah. Oh, Nelly.
Okay, Nelly.
And one, he never gets a
no. He'll never get a call, dude.
He'll never get a call.
I like how you said and one on a shot that one didn't go in and there was not a foul called.
Yeah.
But it was an and one in spirit though.
Yeah. Pardon me for expecting a foul to be called a foul and a guy to make a layup.
Yeah.
What am I thinking?
You can never do that again.
Yeah. You can't assume that with this team for whatever reason. The made
but that was definitely the type of possession that Nelly probably screamed and one when he put it up.
Right. Okay, Jonas is out here flexing on dudes now.
Jonas.
Good work by Jonas, man.
Oof. The touch, man.
There's no way that South Carolina is going to continue to shoot three-pointers at such a high clip. I mean,
right. Has Arkansas attempted a three? Yeah, Carter Knox attempted one.
Trevin split a pair.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. And I guess DJ Wagner made one. So there's actually been a couple.
So 16, well.
John.
Okay.
John saw something good happen.
19-15, Billy Richmond for three. What the hell, bro? Is that his first three of the year?
If it is, it's the first one I've seen.
Off the dribble with 24 seconds on the shot clock. That's exactly how we want our Billy threes.
Okay, if Billy Richmond hits a three and y'all don't win, then just cancel the NCAA tournament. You're not going.
A lot of people were saying his foot was on the line, but
the commentators just said the commentators just said it is his first of the season.
Goodness gracious, man. Don't take that away from the poor kid. I'm about to start banning people for saying I'm just kidding.
No, I saw someone in all caps asking for the score. We'll do it like when it gets to the under 4 timeout or the under whatever timeout, that's when we will say the score.
It's also on the screen.
No, that is true. Good point. Never mind. We ain't saying it.
So you're welcome.
Man, Jonas seems like he's just feeling way healthier, you know?
Yeah. He looks so much better.
Yeah. Johnny Young mentioned the interior defense, says it's been better. Yeah, for sure. And it's true. Like that was the thing. They really got exposed in the paint the last time these teams played. Arkansas has been quite a bit better in there. They're giving up some threes, but like, let's
see. Did he get it? No,
that's
a three,
bro. Yeah,
that's
that's going to stick. Very close, man. Shooters know where their toe is at. Okay.
Yeah. When you've made so many collegiate threes the way that Billy Richmond has, you know where that 3-point line's at.
Mm-mm.
By the way, real quick, my tooth's not hurting. I just got a pee. BRB.
All right. So, okay. 19-17. Arkansas's got a lead. The under 12 timeout here feels good. I mean, what South Carolina, 12 of their points have come off threes, and I mean, they're already nearing their game average. You know, I feel pretty good about where we're at right here.
I feel pretty good about the shots Arkansas has been getting. And like you're saying, I've been okay with like a lot of the threes that South Carolina's made. I was fine with the attempt. I don't think they're consistently, they're not getting easy looks. I mean, they were getting point blank 3 feet away from the bucket, just bullying Arkansas the entire first half last time these two teams played.
Yeah.
It's definitely a much better version of Arkansas. Like they're definitely not getting caught by surprise. They know what they knew what they were in for with this game.
Well,
It's just going to be very interesting to see because South Carolina, they don't have much to play for other than if they just win the entire tournament. Just go ahead and make these boys quit. Let them end their season. Let them go back and, get back to class, get back with their families. This is it for South Carolina. But I wonder if you're going to see some of that desperation.
You can tell why Arkansas struggled in the first game. Like they obviously they didn't have their legs, they weren't focused, whatever. But South Carolina's physicality, especially with their guards, as Arkansas tries to go off the bounce, that is impacting the Razorbacks quite a bit. Like you can see why there were certain things about the matchup that weren't great for them, but no, they look better, man. Haven't given up an offensive rebound yet, which is good to see. 3 of 5, like South Carolina's 4 of 5 from 3. Arkansas's 3 of 5 from 3. So knocking down some shots here early, getting Jonas going in the paint. It's all looking pretty good so far. Colin Murray-Boyles only has 5 points, so he's 30 off of his pace from the last game when he was outscoring Arkansas by himself for so long. It's crazy.
I want to see if they can bait Colin Murray-Boyles into more 3-point attempts.
So
I hope so.
Yeah, because again, I feel y'all. I don't think that it's going to keep going that way. At least it better not, or I'm going to be pissed.
Yeah.
But also too, I love how I go to pee and I come back and the chat's just ripping me for many things. It's just I went to pee. I'm sorry. I got my makeup. I got my teeth whitener. I got the tanning bed. I got the it just all hits at once.
Listen,
Man,
we all pick on each other here, man. It's what we do. It's what families do,
Yeah. It's like we're like the mafia. It's just like we like to make fun of each other, but anytime somebody outside of our family makes fun of us,
but
we
listen,
get after it.
Vids from me says that you look game ready, dude. You are the emergency sub. It's the top 7, Jalen Carletwa, and then you.
It's true.
You're up next, man.
John looked like that boy from Space Jam. The agent.
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about, man, come on now. Talking about the guy that they're just saying he's fat the entire time. Like, come on now.
I'll drive your mic. Come on, man.
Yeah. Let me help.
I think he got flattened in that game.
He did. And then he blew up like a balloon and then he farted the entire time and everyone made fun of him and laughed. Yeah. I'm glad that I represent and look like that guy.
That's hilarious. We're getting back to action here. Arkansas up 19-17, 11:37 to go in the first half. So shout out to them for already having outscored themselves from the previous half that these guys played each other.
Billy.
If Jonas Adu hits a 3, because remember he shot one against South Carolina last
He
time.
did.
If he hits a 3 today, then man.
Mm-hmm.
There you go, Brazil and Billy.
I would like to see Arkansas take 22 threes in this game, at least.
That's a good number, I think.
Mm-hmm. Cal really, that's right on the edge of what he thinks they should do. But I kind of disagree with him.
Yeah.
As they miss one. But like they've had several games this year where they'll go like 9 of 21. And I'm like, if you go 9 of 21,
that's good stuff, man.
Right.
Yeah.
You should probably you could afford to take 5 or 6 more.
Are we all really pleased with the way Trevin Brazil's playing right now?
Dude, it's not even a thing.
That ball winds up going out on him, but just crashing the boards, mixing things up. No defensive rebounds come easy for South Carolina. Great job. They got burned on that play to start the game the last time where it was an over the top high low to Pringle, and Arkansas was ready for it, man. Had help coming. They're swarming a little.
He's been rebounding just so much better.
I feel like
the confidence as a shooter, I feel like,
oh yeah,
what he needs, but it also just it kind of takes this offense to a different level.
Do I dare say that Trevin Brazil is playing the best basketball of his college career right now?
Potentially, yeah. Definitely the most meaningful, relevant. You know what I mean? Like he had good stretches. Like he was playing well down the stretch for Missouri as a freshman for a useless team that was going nowhere. He was okay early in the season for Arkansas as a sophomore. Not necessarily big time games necessarily, other than Maui. This is the most meaningful basketball of his career for sure. Biggest games he's played in, and yeah. It's been impressive.
I'm happy for him too. It's a good look.
Sometimes I wonder about those goaltends because
Oh,
was
no.
clearly not even going to hit the rim or anything.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
You know what I mean? Like, that wasn't going anywhere.
He almost should have just grabbed it.
Yeah, he should have just grabbed. I agree. He should have just grabbed it.
That's tough. We call for more threes and they clang 3. We compliment Trevin.
Damn, DJ.
That's rough. Dumb stuff like that, man. Dumb stuff like that.
Just really, really struggles in the half court against these dudes for whatever reason, man.
Yeah, can't have those live ball turnovers.
They just for whatever they can't get downhill on them is the thing. They get bumped off their spots a lot. So
it's a good timeout by Cal, though. I mean, you needed that. You know, trying to stay positive.
Don't let it get too crazy. So what's the time on the clock here?
9:57.
Yeah.
Okay.
21-19. South Carolina's up. 6-0 run for them. Arkansas has not scored in 3 minutes.
As is tradition. They have one of those every game.
Yeah.
And then they'll still, but lately they've still found a way to score 80 plus despite having a scoring drought.
Yeah, I don't know what DJ was thinking there. I mean, you see Z setting up for the screen. You just,
He's just like, let me throw it right in between those two guys. How they close the half is going to directly impact my mental stability. A lot of time left. A lot of time left.
Yep. All right, there you go.
I just
post timeout. Talk.
Like, that's a tough finish and everything, and I'm not trying to complain too much about the officials. I'm really not. But like, you saw the Trevin foul earlier under the basket. Yeah. Billy gets double bumped there, and maybe he initiated some of the contact, but you know, I'd be okay with him getting that whistle. Good defense. Like, that should probably be a whistle. You finished the shot anyway, so great job in transition, but you know. Dude,
there wasn't a whistle on that? Wow.
It's kind of crazy. Nelly Davis is just, he would not have made that shot in the first half of the year.
No.
He wouldn't even got it off, dude.
I don't know if he would have taken it.
Yeah.
Yeah, would have passed it to somebody who wasn't open and get stolen.
Right.
He would have made the wrong pass in a 2-on-1.
Yeah. Kip says Nelly leads the league in not getting actual fouls called.
Don't let him get hot.
There we go, boys.
Imagine if Nelly were shooting 10 free throws a game.
Yeah, no kidding. That's big. So timeout South Carolina. How about that for Arkansas, man? What was that run there? Like 7-0?
Yeah.
Yeah, over the course of 59 seconds. So we're like, oh, Arkansas hadn't scored in 3 minutes, and they score 7 points in 1 and open up a 26-21 lead. That's good stuff. Good stuff by the Hogs.
They should do that more often.
He called that timeout and was like, go on a 7-0 run.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're like, bet.
So what was that stat of Arkansas's record when 3J hits more than 1 3?
Has to be undefeated.
I think they were like 10 or, well, I guess the other game too. So maybe 11-1. And now he's got 2 already. Just saying.
I wonder what that 1 is. Maybe Tennessee.
Yeah, maybe so.
He knocked down at least 1 3 then.
Just like we all thought, though, at this point in time, we knew that Trevin Brazile and DJ Wagner were the best 3-point shooting threats at the end of the season. Just like we all knew.
Yeah.
And Nelly hasn't made a 3 yet. His buckets have been at the line and at the rim.
Mm-hmm.
I like this. I like this. I like what I'm seeing. I like the shots Arkansas is getting.
Yeah, me too.
Even a lot of the ones they've missed, I've been like, you know what? Good look.
Yeah.
It's just crazy because I know it's the way it is and all that, but man, if it wasn't just for that hot 3-point start by South Carolina, if they were just doing what they're supposed to be doing, Arkansas would probably be winning by 14, 15 points right now. But
Yeah, what did they hit? 5 threes?
4 or 5, I think.
4 out of the first 5. Murray Boyles, man. Jonas actually looked like he could stay in front of him a little bit there. And he goes right by your guard.
Oh, goodness.
I'm challenging mid-game Carter Knox to start playing basketball again.
Yeah, we need that.
Mm-hmm. He's been a little too quiet.
Yeah.
Or, Jonas A. dude is nice when he does things like that too, which how does he not get fouled? Call the damn one. Dude.
Call it. Yeah. It's Murray Boyles. They would have gave him 4 free throws for that.
How? Like the dude got hit 5 times.
Good stuff by Uncle Jonas, man.
Jonas is a completely renewed man. I mean, he's athletic, he's imposing, he's big. This is the first time I've really looked down. I'm like, man, he's a big, imposing guy. He just didn't have that feel to him early in the year. He was the same size, but he just didn't play that way.
For sure. Yeah, playing physical in there, man. You love to see it. Yeah, good defense.
Man, that's good stuff.
Yeah, they're playing well. So we go to the under 8, 5-point lead, 28-23, Arkansas. I'll take it, man.
Yeah.
Defending better.
South Carolina, they don't really get blown out. Like, you just don't. They're not a team that, I think they've had a couple SEC games that got away from them, but even a lot of their losses have been pretty tightly contested. Like Bama scored like 100 on them, and I still think they only beat them by like 13, 14. So it's like, if anyone expected Arkansas to just come out and just wipe the floor with them, it's not really something that happens to South Carolina often, but Arkansas seems firmly in control.
So it's, they're a little bit hit. Yeah, you're right. They're a little bit hit or miss. There's been a few. I'm just looking on KenPom now, SEC road games. Now they did lose in Starkville by 35, but that was the first one. But yeah, 3-point loss at Vandy. Oklahoma beat them by 20. Remember that game Vanderbilt was winning? It's when we were in
yeah. We were in
no. South Carolina. Yeah, a 20-point win for Oklahoma in South Carolina. Different game that I was thinking about. But
yeah,
Georgia was an 11-point game on the road. So like you said, lost, not blown out. Kentucky really put it on them, but it was within striking range early in the second half, and Kentucky pulled away. Florida beat them 20. LSU beat them 14. Missouri beat them 30. Good Lord. Okay, well, maybe they were getting their ass kicked on the road. But Tennessee in the regular season finale, that game was tied at halftime, and Tennessee wound up winning by 10. So they hung around in Knoxville their last time out.
I think it was even that. I don't remember if it was something that Cal said in the post game of South Carolina, or maybe it was in that Vice documentary, but basically saying that he told Lamont Paris that, hey, if you played every game at home, you'd win. He's like, it's just you're a different team at home.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's like when he said that, but anyways, it just made me think like, yeah, something about South Carolina and that gym, and apparently Nashville makes him shoot really well.
Right. Still no offensive rebounds given up by Arkansas here, which is good.
It's good time.
Hogs are winning points in the paint, which they absolutely did not the last time they played. So, yeah, I mean, hanging in there. A few sloppy little turnovers, but, I mean, you've only got 3 at this stage of the game. So it's Hogs are playing pretty well so far.
I mean, it's night and day compared to their last first half against South Carolina. And, I mean, Arkansas, to your point, was the more physical team against Mississippi State. And you can make an argument. This game's both teams are playing pretty physical, but they're not failing to match that physicality. And so, good to see. And then Jonas Adu is a big part of that. Definitely when he's in the game, Arkansas has a little bit of that imposing figure to him. Trevin, I feel like he's held up pretty well. Compared to a couple weeks ago, I feel like this is the most physical Arkansas's played all year, these last few games.
Yeah. 6 points on 3-3 shooting with a steal and a rebound for Jonas here in 6 minutes. It's pretty good work, man. Pretty good work.
By the way, folks, at halftime, we'll do like a lot of your chats and stuff. So, because I had somebody tweet at me, be like, I got a chat, but I'd rather tweet at you. Like, sure. Okay. But we'll get to it.
Yeah. Maybe don't chat, but just tweet at John.
Yeah, just tweet at me.
Vids for me is like Pringle's back to his usual of not doing anything. That made me madder than Colin Murray Boyles going nuts in the last game, because and like Pringle's not a bad player, but he's not an offensive player. Like he'll get offensive rebounds and a few putbacks. I think he averages like 8 a game or something. But for him to have 18 and like not miss a shot in that last game, it was like, what are we doing here? He just destroyed Z that day. But the ghost of Jonas Adu has come back to life. So it's almost like having a different player out there for the Hogs.
Yeah, good grief again.
I mean, listen, that's pretty skilled. We
Dude.
talk about him not being overly athletic, being Cal called him the 38-year-old man, but one hand in that sucker and putting it in on the roll, that's good work.
The big men are the best players on the Razorback basketball team, apparently.
I mean,
just like we all knew.
It was that way. Good call, ref. Billy the Kid back in the game. I mean, honestly, it's good to see him moving around and stuff well. I know he wasn't injured Saturday, but that dude, the full body cramping, man.
I kind of completely forgot about that.
Yeah, if they have to carry him off the court again in this game, then just, again, forfeit Ole Miss. You don't need that. There's no reason for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, just let Carlette go crazy.
God, I cannot wait. I'm gonna like subscribe to noties for every national guy for when Arkansas wins this game and they still put out them tweets. Well, so tomorrow Arkansas is gonna win and you're in situation with
Yeah.
Ole Miss.
Caden, I appreciate you listening this morning, buddy. Says Curtis had the extremely hot take that we get to 30 by halftime, and it hit.
Easy
I'm glad
work.
it did. Yeah, it feels good, man.
I'm sure I'm going to jinx it, guys, but Arkansas's hit their last 6 shots.
Arkansas playing good ball. Good.
What I will tell all our friends here watching is, just about every game here in this stretch, the Hogs have built up a big lead, double digits at times, and they are in cruise control. And boy, it's at least a 1-possession game at all times.
That happens. Yeah, inevitable.
It's almost like when you have a rotation of 7 guys, they get tired.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe even faster than a team that plays 9 guys.
This kid who's just out here shooting knuckleball threes.
Yeah.
5 of 8 from 3.
Billy, man. That's a tough angle, though.
Mm.
Mm.
Mm. Mm. Ooh.
They got Colin Murray Boyles flabbergasted. He's dribbling off his feet and stuff out there.
Guy stinks. There was somebody, it might have been a Kentucky fan that commented the other day on the show and was like, it's funny how going into the South Carolina game, you guys said Colin Murray Boyles wasn't good, and now your tone has changed. And I'm like, when did we ever say that? We've been as
promise you that one.
Colin Murray Boyles as probably any SEC basketball podcast, I would say.
Yeah.
We talked about him, and when Arkansas had no business even playing South Carolina, we were like, hey, South Carolina's got that big guy.
Yeah. I'm almost positive that going into that game, I said, especially with Thero out, I was like, they're South Carolina. The one thing they'll have going for them is they will have the most talented player on the floor.
Yeah.
That's a pretty nice thing, I think, to say about a guy that we allegedly said sucks.
That's why I'm like, dude, I don't know who. Like, maybe they just misheard something. But I'm like, we've been pretty high on that guy all year.
Right. I'm glad that they're starting to call this.
Yeah.
Like South Carolina, I mean, they're pretty good about, keeping guys in front or whatever, but like that's a foul.
Pringle's got 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's something to be said about letting the kids play, but there's a line,
Right. Yeah. You
guys
play physical like this, you're gonna get some whistles, man.
If you're the sheriff, man, you can't just have murder running amok.
There you go, Wagner.
Man, DJ plays so hard.
I know.
I love, and that's great recognition Like that's heady stuff from your point guard. You realize Pringle just got his second foul. They kept him in there, and you attack him right to his chest the next possession. That's good work by DJ.
Strong.
By the way, just a fun fact: there's 3 Razorbacks that have 8 points in this game so far. So
I like that.
Good.
Hey, I tell you, I want to give myself credit, which I never do. You guys know that. I never, ever give myself credit. But I feel like my DJ Wagner, Jaden Hazelwood take is aging like really well, where once you lose the allure of like the 5-star, one and done mega talent, and you appreciate him for what he is, which is a good, hard-nosed college player who's physical, tough, well-rounded. Like that's what DJ Wagner is. And I understand why people viewed him as the one and done savior, because that's what he was kind of billed at when he was 14. He's just not that guy, but he's a freaking damn good basketball player who's very effective, especially at the college level. And I think the older he gets, if he comes back another year, we will no longer even think about that. And it was the same for Jaden Hazelwood when he was at Oklahoma, and everybody was like expecting him to be Megatron. He was underwhelming, but when you appreciate him for what he is, he's effective.
Yeah, no, yeah, absolutely. I think it's a pretty good comp there, actually. And he's gone way up my list of, players for next year that I don't know if I want back versus now. I would absolutely love to have DJ back.
No ego from that guy either. You know what I mean? Like, and that's what I appreciate about, because a guy who, again, has all those credentials, has the pedigree he has, you would kind of expect him to be a little bit selfish. It wouldn't surprise you, but he doesn't seem to have any of that. He just plays so hard.
Right.
Ugh.
Hey, we're going to live with those CMB attempts.
Yeah, man, take those, buddy.
Yeah, if you're trying to snipe us, we'll take it. We don't want you coming in the paint and elbowing Big Z in the gut. That's what we don't want.
Yeah. We haven't seen
that
Z for him. Does he have fouls, or is it just Jonas's time to shine?
I mean, I think Jonas is just a more effective option in this matchup.
He's only got one foul. He's just not doing anything. So I'm here for it.
He's not scoring either, right? Because does he have any points?
He has 2, but
free throw. Yeah.
This is the all SEC Jonas, that we've kind of been waiting to see.
Dude.
So
I'm glad he's decided now. This is a good time, I feel like, in my opinion, to be playing your best basketball is at this point in time.
I'll allow it.
It took them a while to put Jonas in the game. You were earlier. I was like, damn, where's he at? It was like 5 or 6 minutes in. Pretty much since he's been in, Arkansas has had full control of this game.
Jonas Adu has not missed a shot, dude. Look at this.
Dude is on it, man. You just love to see it.
I thought North Carolina, something happened in North Carolina because the chat started spamming UNC, but it's UNC.
Yeah.
I was like, did they say something on the Bill say something on the broadcast? I don't know.
That's what Michelle did to me when I was congratulating him on Twitter. It was like, like, okay, well, okay.
I don't even care. I don't even care. Yeah.
I don't care either, but okay, that's the one. All right.
It's like Nick Yates said in the chat. It's a heat check. He earned it.
You gotta know. It also the concept of a big man heat check is so funny. Because one thing if you're a guard that's knocking down jumpers, he's knocking down 8-footers, and then he's like, you know what? I'll make a 3.
Yes.
And I was completely for it.
Dang, y'all ran away from the kid going to the basket. Don't start running your mouth, dude.
Yeah, especially when you got the Jafar chin music going on with your beard right there. Man. Come on, man.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Woo!
Okay. Don't
All
let
right.
TB get hot, man.
Brazil is like, I just want to remind you guys real quick of which big man is supposed to be shooting threes. Like back in the paint, Jonas.
No hesitancy at all, man.
Yeah.
Adu and Brazil, just the best players on this team.
Yeah, the Twin Towers we were all expecting. So
I just love, this is Arkansas is threatening South Carolina from all 3 levels of the floor on every possession. Like,
Dude.
let's go, man.
Dude.
Oh,
Let the man
Jonas is in his
cook.
bag. He's in his bag. 12 points on 6 of 7 shooting.
goodness gracious.
Jonas the Bucket Adu, man. Let's go.
That's wild.
Well, and it's funny because all year long, this has not been a feature of Arkansas's offense. So it's like, I wonder if some of these teams down the stretch are just like, what the hell? They're running offense through this big man that's averaging 5 and 4. Like what? You're kind of looking through the numbers. You're watching all the film. There's not a ton of film of Arkansas going through Jonas Adu a ton offensively.
Love seeing the team go crazy for Adu on the bench when the timeout happens. Love seeing that, man. Like that's stuff. That's the good stuff, you know? That's stuff that does my heart good.
I remember when we were in Lexington, and this is when Jonas Adu was not the Jonas Adu we see now here today. We had kind of given up on him by this point, but Cal was just talking about how much of a pleasure it was to coach him and how glad he is that he got to know him and all that. And I remember thinking, all right, this guy's not going to help Arkansas on the floor the rest of the year, but nice that Arkansas is a good guy in the locker room. He's always out there supporting his teammates, even when he's not playing. I mean, hell, he was getting DNP coaches decisions at one point this year. And, for him to stay in it, stay engaged, keep working on his game, keep rehabbing, keep getting back healthy. It's really good. I mean, you see that a lot of times with these seniors who realize this is it. And there's that kind of, my basketball career might be over before I know it. Let me just go balls to the wall here.
Seriously. When did Adu turn into Anthony Davis? Vids from
question.
was, I mean, my goodness, dude.
When he got coached by Anthony Davis's mentor.
Oh, man. Good stuff from the boys here so far.
So far, I'm sure it'll stay this way too.
Yeah. Oh, of course.
Yep.
We haven't seen this script before.
Yeah. Go ahead and send tweet, John.
Yeah.
No, I don't do that till the under 4.
Arkansas 5 of 12 from 3. Jonas has a dozen. Still haven't given up an offensive rebound. Colin Murray Boyles, he does have 9 points and 4 boards, but man, he's really having to work for it. Did somebody say he was hurt or he got banged up?
Yeah,
or
it
something?
sounds like an excuse to me.
Thought I saw I'm just in the chat maybe, but I don't have my volume on, so I don't know.
I'm not listening to that thug Jay Billis.
We'll say randomly, I know we're talking about broadcasters and all that. It'll never happen. But you know what I would do to have Mike Breen call like the national championship, and which I know CBS is going to have it in basketball, but man, it'd be so cool if like they did a switch. Like if that Arkansas Duke game next year, they got Mike Breen on the call. How awesome would that be? That'd be sweet.
Yeah.
It won't happen, but still.
Addison says that they said thigh bruise. I'm guessing that's for Colin Murray Boyles. He was looking a little limpy.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Just had a Kentucky fan on Twitter quote tweet us.
Oh.
And he says, I really hate these guys. They're too likable. Damn it. That's what he said about us. So thank you.
I was just about to go quote tweet him back and be like, suck it, dude. No, that's very nice, actually.
Yeah.
Thank you.
By the way, if you guys will just indulge me for a quick second. Yesterday at the Rhoback baseball game, had the weirdest interaction with the fan I think I ever had. I sat next to our guy Hayden for a second, and there was this guy. I sit down, and he looks at me. He's like, oh, hey, I know you. I was like, yeah. I was like, I'm John, neighbors. He goes, yeah, you do. He's like, yeah, I hate your podcast. And he's like dead serious. He's like, I hate your podcast. It's like, thank you. He's like, yeah, I just never liked it. It's not my thing. Like, thank you. And then insist on asking me questions about everything. About very like the Natty State stuff, the basketball side of things too, goes into all that, and then says, "Hey man, can I get a picture with you?" I'm like, "Are you mentally there? Like, are you good?" So, anyways, most uncomfortable, weirdest interaction I've ever had with a person. So, just wanted to throw that out there.
Did you tell him you hate his face?
Yeah, I wanted to, but also there's a lot of people around, and his kids were next to him, so I was just like, I don't want to,
you didn't want to cause a scene.
Yeah.
Dude, Jonas jogging back out there. Just like, I mean, the dude moves like me. I love it, man. Cracks me up. Making
Best free throw shooter ever, too, apparently. So
Theo in that slobber hog hoodie looks
sweet.
Real good. Real good.
You can get that at Alumni Hall, by the way, folks, for those of you who were wondering. They do have it available there. So if you like it, go get
I like that a lot. I actually might. Yeah. I might get that from Alumni Hall.
Yep.
Dude's up there making free throws. I mean, watch out, world.
I'm telling you.
I mean, he's won games for Arkansas at the free throw line. People forget.
Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right.
Multiple games have ended with Jonas Adu free throws.
That's something. Ooh.
Jay Billis, shut up, dude. He's talking about the slobber hog and how he doesn't like it.
I don't like him.
Yeah. Now we understand why everyone hates him. Okay.
Jonas ain't having it at the rim, baby.
So that's 2 on old CMB.
Mm-hmm.
Arkansas is in danger of leading by 15.
He's asking for a sub again, too, I think.
That
was a heck of a play by him,
Yeah.
jump stopping and then the drop off, but even better
dude.
defense.
Blocked by Ado.
Trevin's got the flattest shoulders I've ever seen. He's like trapless.
Don't need traps to
He's
do what he does.
put on good weight. Like you can really tell it in his triceps and stuff, but where's that neck at, man?
Bruv is built like a rectangle.
He's making his free throws.
He's very square.
Yeah. Like a tater tot.
Are they keeping Colin Murray Boyles out there with 2 fouls?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Hey, listen, this is their last game. Why not?
See if you can get that third foul out of him real quick.
All right. Just no fouls. Good. Get out, ball. Jonas's paint.
Run it up, Herman. Leave no doubt.
Yeah. Good job by Billy not forcing anything. Okay. Boy, because Cal was mad Saturday at Carter Knox for that. Let's
Find
go,
the big boy
DJ.
and attack him.
Great work, boys.
Whew.
Yeah, Carter had the little heat check in the final minute of the first half. Man, Cal was going nuts. Time and score.
I want to say it cost them. It like ended up giving someone. I can't remember how it was, but I remember being really mad at Carter too.
Yes,
I can't remember if it like gave their opponent the last possession.
For Billy.
Billy, stop it!
That a baby.
Man, this team's tough.
This is fun. I'm enjoying things right now. You know, it could probably get taken away quickly, but I enjoy it. I'm having fun. I'm not mad.
Here you go, DJ, getting right into something. What we got here?
All righty, man. That's
Ooh, all right.
That's an effective half of basketball.
Yeah.
That was one heck of a half by the Razorbacks, who scored 53 points the entire game the last time these two teams played. It took Arkansas 34 minutes of basketball to touch 30 points against South Carolina 2 weeks ago. Less than 2 weeks ago. They got 47 at halftime. They're up 17. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about, man.
I love that. I like that's the type of stuff where, and you're always hopeful, and I know there's a whole half of games to play, or a game to play, but going into this game, considering what happened a week and a half ago, this was the type of thing I was really hoping to see. And you also got to remember, like South Carolina, again, hit their first 4 threes of the game. Like they were, so the fact that, they finally calmed down on that, which is great. But if it wasn't just for that little flurry, I mean, Arkansas would be winning this game by 25 points. Like this is exactly what I was hoping to see. Not a lot of what is it? 3 fouls for Arkansas as a team. Plenty of rest for guys. This is ideal.
Very good, man. Yeah, nobody has 2. Trevin has a foul, DJ has a foul, and Z has a foul. So that's really good to see. Jonas has 14 and 8, guys.
Yeah,
at freaking halftime.
We talked about the possibility. I think one of the buyer sells the other day was, will Jonas Adu have 2 more double doubles in the postseason? I mean, he's probably getting one here today.
I kind of feel like an idiot for selling that.
Yeah. But, man, to get bullied by South Carolina the way that Arkansas did a couple weeks ago, and, I mean, make no mistake, they got punked. They really did. And there were a lot of things that led to that. But I wondered, and I don't know if Arkansas really took that particular game and result personally. I thought it would be just kind of a, hey, come out here, play ball, do what you got to do. But I think it all kind of works for this team. They're playing loose the way that we talked about yesterday. Cal was like, hey, the reason I win so many of these, because we don't care. We're not playing up tight. We're just out there playing loose. This team looks refreshed. They don't look tired at all. We'll see if that holds for the next 20 minutes. I'm sure it won't with 7 men in the rotation, but they're playing loose. They're playing fast. They're playing physical too. I feel like they kind of, I don't know if they bullied South Carolina that half, but they did kind of bully the bully. And I thought that was good to see. And they're knocking down shots. There's a really good vibe with this team on both ends. I really like the shots Arkansas is getting and how hard it is for South Carolina to get some semblance of a good look.
Hawks shot 14% in the first half at South Carolina. They're shooting 55%, man. 55%. Got obliterated in the paint. They're doubling South Carolina up in paint points right now. Winning on the glass handedly. Only giving up one offensive rebound. Yeah, Cal might not care about the SEC tournament, but these guys cared about some get back. And I'm with you though. Like I hope that they don't go too far into cruise control too early. Like come out to start the second half, get this sucker to 25 or, you know, like don't do the thing where you give them hope or whatever. And I don't know that South Carolina has the firepower to do what, you know, Texas did in that big comeback or even Mississippi State, but let's not even have that, man. Just like leave no doubt, beat these dudes worse than they beat you and just kind of fully right that wrong. I would love to see it.
Yep.
And make no mistake about it. Like we've been doing the joke about the national media moving the goalposts and all that. And we all agree that Arkansas didn't need to win today to make the NCAA tournament, but what a way to just shut everyone up and just, hey, enough trying to hype it up, enough trying to use us for clout and be like, oh, Cal needs a win. Cal doesn't need anything. Cal's okay.
Phil, I'm not listening. I hope that somebody is. He says ESPN's spinning their take on Cal not caring now. I wonder what might be said, you know, if they go on a little bit of a run here. Well, no, you know, he's been doing this for a long time. He's a Hall of Famer for a reason. And like you said, Andrew, he's had his guys playing free and loose, no pressure. Brilliant move. Nah, there's no way they'll give him that credit.
No, not at all. I can't remember. Did we get to some of these super chats already or no?
We've gotten to some of them, but not all.
I didn't know. I thought we did, but I didn't remember which ones we had yet. It's been
a couple of them. I don't know if I saw this one. We got the first one from Dre. I don't remember if we got this one or not. We're going to pull it up anyway. He says, since y'all are so far ahead, did we make the NCAA tournament in the future? Yeah. I mean, spoiler alert. I hate to do that, but
they do make it. They still need 2 wins after this, according to Lenardi, but they're going to make it though.
Yeah, exactly. Sharkensaw said, they've always said, once you pop, the fun don't stop. Pringles getting cooked today. You guys ever get your hand stuck in the Pringles can?
All the time, dude. What do you mean? Yeah.
No, I never did.
Wait, what? Like the long tube?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. No, it's like I just would pour it into my hand.
You have time? You don't reach in there?
No, why would you reach in there when you can just pour it into your hand?
Because you got crumbs coming out and stuff. I like to reach in.
Yeah, exactly.
Not at the beginning, like at the bottom of the can, like when you've got like 7 Pringles left in the thing.
Yeah, because I put them all in one. Like I'd eat 7 at a time. So it's just
it's almost like you got to tilt it, but make sure you don't pour the crumbs out, and then you got to get your fingers in there. It's a process, man.
That boy John was shotgunning Pringles cans, man. That's crazy.
I mean, did you see how large I was? Of course I was.
Dre says, Bully Billy. Yeah.
He was playing a little bit of bully ball. I liked him talking his shit after that block late in the first half.
He's tough, man. I absolutely love that. Hey, it's Melissa in Phoenix. She says, I was one of Cal's biggest haters pre-Arkansas. I'm eating so much crow and loving every damn bite. Yeah, I mean, we've had this conversation a lot. I was texting back and forth with JC Jackson Collier yesterday about this because we hear the constant like negative spin and the overreaction to every single thing that man says. And now we're really much on the side of, dude, relax, like have some context. Why are you doing this? This is silly. I was doing the same thing. Like this time last year, I was doing the same exact thing. So I get it, but you don't know until you're involved with him, until you get to know him a little bit, understand the impacts he made. You realize, because I always kind of thought, honestly, it's like this dude's a slime ball, man. But real quick, I realized actually he's a great guy. you
start to realize why everyone he's ever had a conversation with loves him. Anyone who's like ever interacted with them, like they all just kind of gravitate to him. And obviously that helps him in recruiting. That helps him with all these NBA stars who still, shout him out and all that. And it's like, okay, they respect him. They like to play for him. But I think really what's changed in my opinion of Cal is I viewed it as a negative. He's more of a recruiter and not a coach. He doesn't dispute that, and he never will. he's all about like, hey, I bring in these really talented guys. I try and help them reach their full potential. Some of them do, and they go on to do great things, and we can win a lot of games in the process. But it is kind of funny going back to Melissa's comment. If I had told you, Curtis, like say you were a guy that had some doubts about Cal 4 months ago, and I had showed you what Arkansas's record was going to be, they're going to go 8-10 in SEC play. You would have probably said in that moment, "Well, see, my concerns were justified. See, Arkansas is not that great." But it's weird that it's played out this way to where we came out of this year more impressed than we probably would have been if Arkansas had just simply rolled the balls out there and had a good team. You know what I mean? Like the way it played out, he had to make so many different moves. He had to tinker with so many different combinations. He had to kind of, like he says, drag this team across the finish. It's crazy that I've come away so impressed with Cal during an 8-10 season, which I didn't think that was possible coming into it.
One of his worst coaching records and one of his best coaching jobs. It's crazy.
I mean, truly.
Oh yeah. Good time to bring this up. Razor Shark says, thanks for the stream. Will you guys do a watch party on Selection Sunday? Oh, you bet your behind we will. Yeah. We're doing that for sure. We're all on this together.
Yeah. We may also be booking the trips at the same time as the stream.
Yeah. The watch party might be over shortly after we find out where Arkansas is going, because we got
to see ya. Just out.
Yep, they're in later. Good times, man. Do we feel better now? I think I might have been the only one that was like super nervous going into this. Not nervous, but just anxious, skeptical. We were talking about it before we started, and I was just like, I think we all understand that this game was going to have just a completely different feel regardless, but there's still a whole half to play. But coming out and laying another egg, it would have been a very Arkansas and very Cal thing to do. So I'm glad that at least through 20 minutes they've taken care of business. No funny business out there.
Yeah, that was my thing, is because we talked about it, is like if Arkansas had beaten South Carolina a week and a half ago or whatever, I would feel differently going into it. But I was like, there's just no way they're going to have two clunkers against a terrible team like that, in less than 2 weeks. There's just no way. So again, there's a whole another half to play, but certainly this is the type of performance I wanted to see.
Right.
I just came into this with like pretty much no expectations. I'm kind of like you guys were. Like the last two games, Arkansas taking care of business really freed me up a little bit. It kind of let me exhale. So I didn't really come into this thinking like, oh crap, what if they lose? And like I've been saying all along, like I truly did in my heart believe that if Arkansas lost this game today, they would still be in the NCAA tournament, just based on everything that all the information I have available to me. I felt that way. And so part of me, like I really was kind of like prepared for that. And I was okay with it. And once you accept the worst case scenario, it's a freeing spot to be in life. Also, I was kind of preoccupied. I haven't said this. It's on our YouTube channel now. People can see it. It's going to premiere later. I spent in a full hour before we did this talking to our good friend Matt Goodhart, former Razorback legend. And so I was honestly occupied with that. So I wasn't really thinking. If I had time to really sit and think about it and overthink it, I would have came in more stressed. But I came in with great vibes.
I like it.
So you just gotta talk to Matt Goodhart for an hour before every game.
An hour, dude. I told him, I was like, I'm not gonna take too much of your time, man. And then we just got to riffing. When you get two baseball guys talking hitting, talking, pitch identification, pitch selection, approach, why Nate Thompson's the man. You start talking about these kinds of things, you just start riffing for an hour.
Love Matt Goodhart, the player, the person. Is he a better interview now than he was as a Razorback?
Yes, and
Nice.
and it's only because we talked about specific stuff, like he's a hitting coach now at SAU Tech, and I think it's probably helped him a little bit in that regard. But it ended up being a way better interview than I would have expected. Like we just ended up talking, we got into the weeds on stuff that was going through his brain when he was facing SEC pitching, and definitely has. Clearly he was a good hitter at Arkansas. He knows a lot about hitting, and so it's cool to hear someone that I actually respect, and like someone that I know went out there and did it in the SEC. To see him talk about some of it was pretty cool.
We have I love that the brief Pringles conversation has just sent the chat on fire. John's getting accused of having Donald Trump hands. I mean, it's just, this is wild, man. This is wild.
Okay. Am I gonna have to say like, hey, look, you got this water ball, this Propel, everybody knows about it. Like, come on. Come on. You think that my hands are small, you think something else is small, and I can assure you there's no problem with that.
Oh, wow.
As Donald
Oh,
Trump
wow.
would say.
Wow.
Whoa.
Again, this is the second time I've used this quote, and since we've been streaming over the past few months, and both times y'all don't remember. With Trump, that's what he said. He's talking about Marco Rubio and he has small hands, and he implied that I had something else that was small, and I can guarantee you there's no problem there. That's what it's referring to.
I remember Trump saying it.
Yeah.
I also feel like it's like a thing that like everyone has said at some point, like the small hands, small feet, that.
Yeah.
Small feet don't eat.
Rob Davis, who we appreciate, he says, I'm so amped, go Hogs. Crazy. I really hated Cal last year. He also apologized for yelling at us in all caps. I
like that. Is this the best profile picture of any of the super chatters we've ever had?
I would say yes.
Yeah.
It's a great profile picture, Rob.
Yeah. Very well done. Very well done.
Mm-hmm. Hey, real quick, as I know we're talking about all this, but do we want to? Someone I think in the chat talked about the new GM that's been hired.
We could talk some GM. I mean, we are talking basketball, and I feel like that is kind of the big thing to take away here. I think we all agree we're a little surprised that they hired just an overarching GM for all sports rather than team specific ones. And nobody really knows how this is all going to. Like, this is the first year we're really seeing GMs and all that. And it does seem like they're going to have subsequent hires that are going to be kind of assistant GMs that, cover each sport basically. But hard to not be excited about a guy who's coming from such a well-run organization with the Celtics. I mean, I don't know how much our chat follows the NBA, but the Celtics have been like at the forefront of scouting, drafting, roster building, roster construction. They've been as good as anybody at any pro sports league at doing it. So to have a guy who worked his way up to a director of scouting at a young age in that organization means a little bit of something. Just as an NBA fan who has seen how good, the Celtics' entire roster. I would imagine he had his hand in helping build that. It's they've been so good, and so anyone from that organization is going to have my interest.
And he's also director of scouting and the GM for their G League team. So he has direct GM experience. And I know a lot of people who feel like this needs to really be a football hire. They kind of need the help there. And I do agree. Why would you hire a basketball guy? And it's really not a sport specific thing in his job description. He's not going out evaluating offensive linemen and coming back to Sam Pittman saying, hey, you need to get, no, he's the money man. He's got a pulse for what the market value is for these players. He can find out what other guys are getting, what other guys are being offered. He's the contract negotiator. He's the salary cap guy. It's all of that. And so from that standpoint, because I know Pittman was saying, him being involved in recruiting meetings and, plans of attack and everything, he is the voice from the salary cap revenue sharing NIL standpoint. They can get you where you need to be. And it's kind of what Sam was talking about. We'll have our board with 7 guys or whatever and have them ranked however we want. And he's going to be able to come in and say, hey, if you need to spend this on player A, then you probably need to go further down on the board for player B, and so on and so forth. So there's that part of it. I'm surprised he's in charge of, what'd you say to us yesterday, John? 450 student athletes or something? That seems like a lot. That seems like a lot, but I'm optimistic about it.
Yeah. I mean, here's the thing. I wanted a GM. They got a GM. So do I know if he's going to be the best GM? I have no clue, 0 clue, because we've never seen somebody in this role. I just hope that it continues to expand. I don't, if there's one criticism, it's just the fact, as you mentioned, being over 450 people, because there's not one single GM in any sport, in any league that has that many people that they're over. But some people are like, oh, well, then he's not going to be over all of them, just the important ones. I'm like, okay, well, that's not how that usually works. So I don't know. I just hope it's not one of those things like it's been with the Arkansas Edge, where they walk in overwhelming, not organized, not given the support, not set up for success, and then they're like, okay, I need to get out of here, and ends up being a disaster. That's what I hope for. But I'll give him a shot. We'll see.
I also agree with this comment here from David, which says he's only going to have to negotiate for 50 actual players, though. And I know this is kind of dismissive, kind of true, though, right? I mean, I can't imagine he's going to have to sit down with every tennis player, every golf player, and be like, what do you want? I think a lot of those are probably set in stone. I think what he's going to do is he's going to be able to go to each head coach. It's ultimately going to be up to each head coach to be communicating with him and being on the same page of, hey, we want to build this roster. We want to bring in X amount of transfers. We want to bring in X amount of freshmen. We have X amount of money to work with. Help us figure out a plan. And so I think it's ultimately going to be up to all these different coaches to meet with him, come up with plans, and know where they're at. But he should be very helpful in helping them kind of understand what they have to work with in each sport.
And I will say this too, because I know we're about to start the second half, but I think it's going to be more than just 50 players, because all the football players are asking for stuff. Every one of them. They got a scholarship. And then you also have men's basketball. There's going to be women's basketball. That's not a great start.
I get Z out of there right now. But yeah.
Women's basketball, baseball is going to be involved. There's some softball. There's players like Brie Ellis. I'm telling you right now, is NIL deal. Like, there's going to be more than that, but I'm willing to give it a shot. Let's see how it goes.
Yeah, no, for sure. For me, it's less about attaboy Carter.
Yeah,
it's less about how this guy will do, or if he's qualified, or can he handle the job, and more about, will he be given the resources, the support, with the administration, the U of A, to where they have this figured out is more where I'm skeptical, I think.
That's a good point. I agree. Because on paper, I see nothing that makes me not excited about Remy Cofield, the guy, and his resume.
Young guy too, man. I love it.
For sure. Yeah. And so I'm all on board with that. It's just a matter of if they'll have all the pieces in place to make it work in every sport.
Dude, Arkansas is just getting after it, man. Goodness gracious.
What in the world is happening here? Holy crap.
That's going to be on every college basketball out of context.
Z.
That was insane.
Z.
Yes. Andrew, you're right, dude. Somebody's gonna have, a Kentucky fan is gonna have that clipped and show that segment.
It's gonna be on Shaq and the Fool.
Yeah, that was great. That looked like Angel Reese highlights for a second there.
Yeah, that was nuts, man. I did want to pull up this super chat. I didn't want to let it get buried in the shuffle, but Homer says, going on a run, the SEC tournament may be good for conditioning, experience, come to the NCAAs, win it all. If they had 9, if they had their full 9, I'd be all for it, man. 7 though, it's just impossible not to wear yourself out. But I'm not going to be mad if they keep winning games. Oh, good Lord. That was that was aggressive. Colin Murray.
That was mean. Oh, we've definitely calmed down a little bit.
Yeah.
In the chat, yes, thankfully. I started.
TB, let's go, boy.
TB, look at that.
Oh,
they called the foul too. I mean, that's
and one.
He was very aggressive in getting to that spot.
Yeah.
That's 3 on Pringle.
Yeah. Another super chat. JP Sullivan, appreciate you, brother. He says, get back for sure. Coach sure is putting belt to ass for someone who doesn't care. Thanks, fellas. Yeah, I've seen Cal with some pretty emotional reactions to things that are going on here. So,
can we confirm Arkansas is not throwing this game on purpose to get more rest?
Yes, I think we can confirm that.
I mean, we had real living, breathing human being adults that were arguing on our show the other day that Arkansas was trying to lose this game.
Yeah,
they really, in their hearts, grown ass men, they vote counts the same as you and me. They thought Arkansas was throwing this game on purpose because of Cal's comment.
It's kind of wild. Sit down, TB. Good, Z.
Oh.
Wow. You know what? You make them earn it.
I've ever seen. Yeah,
sometimes they earn it. That was a full 30 seconds of defense.
Yeah. I'll allow it.
Man.
And Carter's going through it, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, not his best day at the office. He did have that nice bucket to open the half, but could use a Carter made corner 3. I feel like he owes us one.
Yeah.
Just a wing spot up. I'll take that.
Robin, appreciate you for the super sticker.
Oh,
friend.
We got
Thank you.
maybe one of our first super stickers.
Love the super sticker.
That was
Sorry.
a lot going on there.
Attaboy,
Look
Billy.
at that.
Wow. Wow. And
Way
that was
above the rim.
quick.
Dang.
Billy's on one today, man. He's engaged, locked in.
Yeah, he is. And y'all, I know he's getting ready to come out, but they got to get Z the hell out of there, dude. It's just not.
It's not his game.
He just
It's
cannot
not
get it.
his
He can't get a
matchup at all.
rebound. He can't. Yeah, it's just not for him, man. Get
I
Jonas in
love
there.
Billy playing them passing lanes.
Yeah. Dang, Billy, love that, man.
Billy, stop it!
It almost looked like that pass from DJ was going to go in the basket almost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay, so now you've got Jonas and TB in there.
He's getting his thumb looked at or something?
Yeah. It's Adu's first. Oh,
That's
my
why
buddy.
he can't rebound.
There's my friend.
Yeah. Testing his thumb ligaments. I think he's fine.
Yeah, one more injury.
He's acting like he can't move it at all, though.
Well, if it's something like even somewhat, just keep him out. Just keep him out.
Yeah, we'll see you next Thursday, big brother.
Yeah. Or Friday.
Yeah, or Friday. Wouldn't hate the Friday.
Yeah.
It's weird because he's not acting like he's in a lot of pain. You know, looks like he jammed his thumb there.
He's just so tough.
Who the hell is Flood?
Flood.
Ed, whoever Flood is for Arkansas is out for the game.
Flood
and Thero both out for the game.
That's true. I mean,
I didn't like that.
Poogie Flood.
Did not like throwing it backcourt out of bounds.
No, I wasn't a fan of that either. Jeez, they are really putting the camera on Z.
I know that. We're going to see this whole thing. I mean, there's a good chance Z doesn't go back in the game just because. He didn't play a ton in the first half. Okay, 16-point game.
A little out of sorts.
Yeah.
Need a little bucket.
Get to that media timeout and recalibrate a few things here soon.
Good, Jonas. Yeah, get your spacing right. Come on.
Oh, yeah, just do that too.
Trevin's, I mean, listen.
Dude.
Woo.
Was that 3 threes for Trevin?
Indeed.
Yeah, 3 of 4 from 3, man.
Pretty much every jumper Arkansas hits for the rest of the game feels like a dagger.
Yeah. Yeah, that was huge.
That calmed him down a little bit.
Yeah, of course,
When they
South
hit
Carolina
one, too.
answers. There
Every time.
You can feel, or at least I feel, some tension here because just like every game Arkansas plays, they just blow a huge lead. So keep scoring.
You know a
boys.
3-minute scoring drought's coming.
Yeah. South Carolina's just suddenly found a pulse offensively. So just settle down, get a couple stops, get to the media. They'll be fine. Don't do that. And then there's a leak out.
Goodness.
What was the
If you're going
call?
to turn it over, at least have it be out of bounds. They call that?
Goaltending.
Here it's coming, guys. It's
Arkansas
coming.
leads they have to lead the country in goaltending. if you combine the goaltending with the own goals that they've scored, I feel like Arkansas has rewarded their opponent with more points.
This is going to play out the same way every single game they play does.
Yeah, so where are we at on it? Was it 14 minutes left?
Yeah.
Yeah.
14
and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah, this will be a very
14-point
important
game. They said it's going to review, or Ryan said that, and I didn't see, but
so they're going to review the Billy goaltending.
was it a goaltend? It looked like it was like his waist when he blocked it or something. So
Yeah. I don't know if they're actually reviewing. I know Billy wanted it to be reviewed.
With basketball, they'll just randomly change the scoreboard when no one's looking and just be like, actually, that 3 that he hit 4 minutes ago, that was a 2. They'll do that every now and then, like not announce it, and you're just like, wait, what? Our boy Chili Dog Hog says he tried to tell us. What'd you try to tell us, Chili Dog Hog?
No, he said he tired to tell us. He tired to tell us.
He tired to tell us. Did you tell us that Arkansas was going to blow a huge lead?
No way.
Because if so, we will give you credit if they blow a huge lead here.
I'm with Danny. Like, just come out of the timeout, score, and just don't, no nonsense. But
every 3 Arkansas hits is going to be is going to feel like a dagger. They went ahead and just got a good look, 20-second possession, got a clean look. It'd feel like a big deal.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, if anybody's feeling a certain way on SARACEN right now, you can get to Arkansas at minus 14.5 for plus 105.
They took the points off the board, by the way.
Ooh,
that's good. That makes you feel better.
Yeah.
Ryan said I'm like a damaged child. I just have seen this happen like 4 times in the last 2 weeks, So
yeah, we all know how this goes.
When you start to see the tide turn a little bit, your antennas go up. Just I'm not making it up. I hope they don't.
Oh man, and there just seems like an eternity on the clock.
Ethan said, "Where is he at? Who will be more?" I can't get it to pull up. I've clicked on Ethan Eastwood's chat 6 times and it won't pull up. Can somebody do it for me? Thank you. He says, "Who will be more of a crash out next year, Billy or Malik Thomas?" Both of those dudes are going to be highly entertaining and intense, man.
Very intense competitors that are going to be those dudes on the floor at the same time. That's gonna be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. By the way, is crash out a bad thing or a good thing?
I feel like it's typically bad.
Okay. I don't know what
just like emotionally driven, on the floor out there.
Gotcha.
I don't know, Tim. I mean, did you watch any of the non-conference games too? Like, I'm not saying that Arkansas is going to lose the game. Relax a little bit, guy. But they do this thing where they get big leads and they put it in cruise control, and then things get a little bit too close for comfort for them. They won 4 out of 5. Like they've been able to figure it out anyway. But it's just some of the trends, man. That's relax.
Yeah. With the 7-man,
Arkansas is not losing this basketball game. I'm not saying that. Chill.
Right. It's almost like it has to happen with the 7-man rotation. You're just not going to have a ton of dudes at the end of games. Right. It's a grind to close it out. And it's always harder on the team who has the lead because the other team is getting desperate. They feel their season about to end. They're storming back. Arkansas has been able to weather those storms a lot here lately. Yeah. They're just going to have to weather it again here today, potentially. Right. Getting those 2 points on the board was huge. That was a clean block, by the way.
I think so, yeah. Just going a little 6-0 run or whatever, and it's all good.
Home for dinner.
But don't let them slow creep on you.
No.
Sam wants to know what's up with my blue shorts. They're my comfy shorts. Shut up. Leave me alone.
And they're not supposed to be visible.
Yeah.
But he keeps having to go piss.
Or get a Sprite Zero.
Yeah.
I needed some.
Ooh, man, that's a tough shot. Billy in the long twos, and he made it.
Billy,
a huge shot. Huge shot, man.
He's like behind the goal too.
He gets his block after all, and then he hits a contested 2. I like it.
No, I know it's been said a lot, but I'm not meaning it in a bad way, even though some people may say it, but it's like, dude, there's just so much Devo in them, man. Like they're just Devo Davis. Just
It's
esque type
somebody
stuff.
in,
Freshman Devo.
Yeah. Somebody in the Discord,
Golly, man.
Yeah, I mean, this teams just in second halves they start feeling themselves
Yep.
offensively. It's the craziest thing. I don't even want to say what I was going to say about Devo. It doesn't matter. We'll get there a different day.
I mean, look, the important thing to realize here is like South Carolina's season literally ends here.
Yeah.
So you're gonna, if you know, and Lamont Paris is a good coach, he's gonna have like one little rah-rah speech for them. They're not just gonna roll over and quit necessarily, unless you hit back-to-back threes here.
I don't know about that shot.
It's a pretty soft foul call there. I mean, Arkansas is getting bumped on every drive, but
For that.
I mean,
Yeah. What?
I don't know. I guess if that's what we want to do here.
If this was the NBA, he'd be at the line for 3 shots.
I felt like he just maybe kind of stepped out of bounds, but
I thought that was possible. Yeah.
ooh, near steal.
Just don't understand.
Yeah.
Good defense, and then just that.
Yeah, Carter's very frustrated. He's not had a great day at the office.
No.
Now, another thing is, if Arkansas really starts to get into foul trouble, would not be in their best interest. You combine that with the short rotation, with the comeback, the momentum shifting,
With Z being out.
would definitely get hairy down the stretch. They still got something to work with.
He gave you one at the line there.
A lot of clock left, man.
Mm-hmm. You know it's going to be the slowest second half ever.
I mean, he's just all over Jonas. He's all over him. And
Yeah,
again,
it's
you got
already been
Billy
called.
shooting threes. It's just, you know. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I'm the crazy one.
Yeah.
I'm the crazy one.
Tale as old as time.
11-point game.
Mm.
Need a bucket here, boys.
8 threes have been hit by South Carolina.
Arkansas's begging for a stoppage here, begging for a stoppage to get to that timeout, and they get it.
Yeah.
I think that was out on Arkansas, to be honest.
I was a little worried about that. I couldn't tell. I mean, somebody had to have tipped it, but I wonder if was that Billy down there in the bottom. Maybe he touched it on its way out. But this will give Arkansas a chance to reset, though. They get to that under 12 timeout. They needed a little breather.
2-minute, 20-second scoring drought for Arkansas, South Carolina on a 7-0 run. It's an 11-point game.
Yeah. I mean, the good news is you're taking some punches and you're still in a good spot. This little break right here, this breather is going to be huge for Arkansas to kind of catch their breath. They came out of that one timeout around this same time period in the first half. It was like around the 11-minute mark, maybe the 12-minute mark. They came out with that 7-0 run that was the turning point in the game. It was 21-19 at that point. That was kind of the turning point. We need literally just one more of those kind of spurts from Arkansas would effectively end the game.
Yeah, this getting to the under 8 timeout. I mean, this stretch right here is crucial. If you still have a double-digit lead, then I think you're in good shape. But if this ends down to like a 4 or 5 point game at that point, which looks like the direction it's going, then suddenly I'm going to need something a little bit harder than Sprite Zero.
And to the point we were making earlier, Arkansas's done this a lot here lately, which is why it's kind of frustrating because Curtis could kind of see it coming and it's like predictable. But they've got a lot of experience stepping up in these moments where it kind of starts snowballing on them late. It's not like they're going to have to make like a ton of shots to win this game. We'll see if they can hunker down and just be tough enough to get some stops down the stretch. They've been doing it a lot here lately. I mean, did it against better teams.
If Buddy stops hitting the line drive straight arrow threes, then Arkansas will be fine.
Yeah.
I mean, he's just knuckleballing them in there, man.
Oh boy, it's gonna be exciting to do another one of these tomorrow.
Keep that energy going.
I mean, yeah, especially because I mean, look, when Arkansas wins this game, think about how free and relaxed we will feel tomorrow.
I'm a little worried about Z because he didn't look like he was in pain, but he physically couldn't move his thumb. I mean, it strikes me as maybe there's a particular tendon that activates that helps you move that thumb. If you can't do it, then
Was it his left or right hand?
Looked like his left. I think from where he was standing and what it was looking like, it looked like his left. Could be wrong.
Yeah, it could be tough. Just what Arkansas needs.
I'm pretty sure. I think it was a shooting hand, but
I mean, you could be right too.
The chat is going crazy with right hand.
All right, well, that's you guys should know better than to listen to me.
Oh man. Yeah, and this matchup, this is weird. Is like this is a matchup where even if Z were healthy, I don't know if he would play a ton down the stretch. But there are matchups where you will need that scoring punch, where you will need that length. We shall see.
yeah.
I mean, it's just going to make it tough, even if it's not a bad injury or anything, but they just kind of rest him tomorrow to be cautious. Then you're looking at legitimately a 6-man rotation, back-to-back games. That's tough.
Just don't let it happen. Don't let it be this game.
Oh man, if Arkansas ends up losing this game, the national tweets are going to be crazy.
Yeah.
Yep, Arkansas. Well, they'll have to just wait.
I mean, they're not even getting shots anywhere near the rim right now. Completely disjointed offensively. They got to figure it out here.
Good God.
And they didn't look like they wound up taping Z.
Huh.
He might just be chilling.
He's got a little cast, like a little thing on his wrist, like the skin color thingy.
Oh boy, man. Oh God.
Oh, what?
Oh, so DJ didn't get fouled on that.
Adu's got 3 fouls now. He's gotten all 3 fouls here in the second half.
Yep.
Wow.
What's going on here?
The commentators say that they're reviewing it for a hook and hold.
Good. Yeah,
Oh,
let's get
dude.
that. That's what could
Adu
really get
loves-
South Carolina back in it here.
Adu loves being involved in a hook and hold play.
Yep. Well, I guess they're both hooking, but
Ugh. Nick, I agree with this assessment that even if it's a close, the narrative is going to be that's not the message you want to send to the committee. Better win one more. I will be licking up these tweets. I will be quote tweeting every single one. I'll be retweeting every single one. That's what I'm now cheering for. The ugliest possible win for the Razorbacks.
we say common foul. I was trying to read his lips.
He sounds
Yeah, he confirmed common foul.
Yeah, Adu got called for one of those. Was it at Kentucky?
Yeah.
And we were like, oh, what are they reviewing? And then we saw the replay. We were like, I don't know. That's
Z's back out there. That's good. All right.
Oh, wow.
Good. I mean, I don't know if it's good that he's back out there in this game in particular, but just big picture.
It's good that he's an option, right?
Yeah.
And I mean, with 3 fouls
he
with
is back
Adu,
up
you probably
there.
need to buy some minutes.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It was like the skin color little, like I don't know. I don't know what it's called.
Good, Trev. Okay, relax. Get a bucket, boys. What the hell are we
Dude.
doing?
I don't get it.
You just have to do this.
You got to at least kill clock if you're going to do something stupid.
Yeah. At least wait till the 5 seconds are left in the shot clock.
Let's have one of our big men throw a lob to the guy who has one hand.
Has anybody converted a successful lob to Big Z? Because it just seems like with Wagner and his inbounds and then that play, just nobody knows how to do it.
Yeah. Yeah, so you're board, sort of.
There you boy. That thumb is healthy.
They keep going to him. You got fouled there. Like, I don't know.
They wanted to bury Z, but they forgot the nails.
Well, we're going to find out if this dude's got a thumb or not. Like, pocket pass to his kneecaps.
So is he going to the line here?
Yeah. He wanted that and one, man.
He didn't want to have to shoot 2 free throws.
Atta baby. Yeah.
Smooth.
Looks good.
Call an ambulance. But not
He's really
for
not
me.
liking it, though.
Yeah, he's
He won't even catch it.
yeah. I don't like that.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
God, this team can't catch a break, man.
Those are big free throws.
Yeah, need to get some points on the board, you know.
I'm also very concerned about this thumb.
Yeah.
But at least he's giving Arkansas some minutes here. Gives Adu a breather.
Yeah, it's a tough finish.
At least they didn't call a foul. Okay, nose ring.
That was I believe that was Colin Murray Boyles' girlfriend. They were showing them earlier on the broadcast.
Oh. I was wondering if that was like just the one South Carolina fan there in attendance.
Yeah, I'm really not sure what Arkansas is doing offensively right now. Downhill finish. Yeah, this is not looking good.
Oh man, every time I look at the clock, there's like 0 time has come off of it.
Yeah.
We're just dead set on doing this.
South Carolina's playing with supreme confidence. Like, you guys got to make a damn shot here. That's a foul. I mean, he's all over, and they call it on DJ probably. Nope, they got the other kid. I was about to say.
That is, yeah, don't.
Oof.
I mean, shut up, Lamont Paris. Your boy was riding him the entire way down the floor and the whole possession.
I thought they were going to get DJ for that flagrant one
on
up
him.
around the face.
Mm-mm.
They might eject him.
No, that was a flop and a half. Like,
Yeah.
the fact that anyone would feel like that should have been anything other than that.
Little nudge to the chest. Nothing
Yeah,
crazy
come
at
on.
all.
Oh my God, man.
Dude. Layups are hard, you know?
Has Nelly scored in the second half?
No. I don't think so. No, he has not. Or wait, yeah, he has. Yeah, sorry.
And a foul, 4th foul on Jonas.
Dude.
Yeah, this is Arkansas is in extreme danger zone here.
So now they're going to put Z back in or just go small. I don't think you can really go small in this game. Oh man. These minutes are going to tick by slow.
It's malpractice what Arkansas has been doing defensively like the last 6 minutes of this game.
Colin Murray boys remains very large of a human.
Yep.
Huge miss. I thought DJ for sure was about to walk right into that three.
Thomas needs to shut his mouth and keep thinking he wants a foul. Like, who cares? Go play. Just,
We know how it goes.
I don't know. It's just, it's a tradition like no other.
And get the foul call. Yeah, I mean this is an absolute disaster.
So where's is that? I'm guessing that's on Trevin there. Where's his foul situation at now?
It's got 2.
Okay, he better pick up a few more then.
Hey, well, we talked about that stretch, and what was it, a 10-point lead for Arkansas at that point? Maybe 11 at the last media time.
Yeah, I think it was 59-48. Arkansas loves going long stretches without a made field goal. They got the 2Z free throws there, but I mean, what's it been, 5 minutes since a field goal?
They're not even getting quality shots off. Like that contested corner 3 from Trevin's the best look they've gotten in a minute.
Yeah. Could not have been more contested. A 3.
Missing layups now. It's uncanny how they start doing this. They're up 20 at one point in this half.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, it's crazy, dude. Just crazy.
This is what the boys in the industry call nut dropping time. And I mean, that's got to be the message here at the under 8 is like, look, it's obviously not going well, but there's a very small bar here. Let's just clear this very small bar, and then we can kick back and relax, hang out tonight, go to Jason Aldean's rooftop bar and have a good time. Just 3 minutes of decent basketball should be enough to win this one.
Brent, I gotta be honest with you, buddy. I don't think anyone is surprised that this is happening.
No, I don't.
I don't think anybody is surprised.
Of all the things I'm feeling right now, shock and surprise is not one of them.
Yeah.
In fact, Curtis was getting shamed for thinking this might happen.
Another thing to watch is Arkansas is South Carolina's in the bonus, I guess. And Arkansas, there's still 4 fouls to give. So not only are you in foul trouble, but I mean, you're setting it up for them to get to the line pretty frequently here, and you're not set up that way. Which you've hit all your free throws, which is nice, but
11 of 11, that's crazy.
Yeah.
They're going to have to make a few more. Pretty much every Arkansas win in these situations down the stretch, Nelly Davis ends up having to find a way to get to the free throw line, whether that's from just teams fouling or whatever. But Arkansas's, like you said, 11-11 at the line. They're going to have to make some key ones here down the stretch. Just got to make any type of shot. Get any type of good look offensively.
Yeah, just score.
I don't even care if it's you throwing it from behind the goalpost and it goes in. Like, I don't care. Just go in the basket.
What's the magic number? Is it 67 or is it 70?
I think it's 75-80.
That's what I'm thinking too.
Like, I mean, South Carolina's on a burner, it seems like, and I'll go 75. I think is where they need to get.
75 is a good one. Yeah. Hey, they only because Arkansas has only scored 14 points in the second half so far. 14 points in 12 minutes. So,
All right,
We've
stop the
seen them.
nonsense, boys. Here we go.
This would
Please.
not be the first time that Arkansas has been held to 14 points and a half against South Carolina, unfortunately. Drop them nuts, boys. Drop them.
Ball don't lie.
Okay.
Just do nice things. Make it nice.
Dang.
Dude, what's a good one? The Brazil stuff. Like
It's physical down there, boys. They're letting them play for sure.
sometimes.
Z just gets his block knocked off, and
Like,
Oh,
good Lord, boys. Thank goodness for Nick Pringle.
sheesh.
that's Arkansas ball. Yeah.
Man, oh man, oh man.
Whew. Butt water is what butternut squash is describing Pringle as.
Uh,
And I'm not blaming on officials and stuff. I'm just saying I don't understand the inconsistencies here of like that Adu foul earlier in the game and then just people getting destroyed. Both
DJ,
sides.
why? Why?
That ain't the shot, dude.
Why? It's over 7 minutes without making a shot.
That's the kind of
man.
look. Here's the thing: you can get that shot at any point in the shot clock. You might as well run it down.
Somebody do something.
Oh boy. I'm convinced at this point that Arkansas is going to have to get like a turnover, a live ball turnover that goes the other way for them to really get a bucket.
That is it seems like the only way they can get one in. I mean, it's just like at this point, get the lid off somehow.
Right.
This is something.
Still defending at a high level.
8
They
minutes.
are 8 minutes, man. Goodness gracious. And then a horrible pass by Nell. And just I mean, what are we doing, boys? Just falling apart. What's I mean, Trevin's just, how dare you stand there, buddy?
I don't get it.
All righty. So this will be, I would say, CMB with a 1-1, I guess.
Yeah. I just don't get
So
it.
now that's
what did he
3
do?
on
I don't
Trevin.
know. It's almost like they should have called it on the push and they didn't. So they're like, well, sorry, we're going to call it on this instead.
Did Arkansas bring Jonas back in here?
Yeah, you have to.
And he's got 4, correct?
Yes.
Oof.
What is this lineup, man?
So you got the 2 freshmen, the 2 bigs, and DJ.
Arkansas will not win this game if they don't score again. How about that?
That's a good
I
point.
mean, that's probably fair. Oh man, imagine being in a basketball couple, and your team just absolutely stinks, and your girlfriend's on the best team in the country. It's a tough one.
Jeez.
That's a foul. I mean, this dude's fouling DJ Wagner 4, 5, 6 times a possession. No
God.
call. I mean, this is crazy, man.
I don't get it.
Mm-hmm.
Again, I know I keep saying that, but like I just don't get it.
I mean, so they just have not blown a whistle on that end of the floor, like at all.
Good. Oh,
Finally.
do not get mad, bro. Do
Yeah.
not get mad. Honestly. I
Like,
mean, my goodness.
how can you be beside yourself after the crap you've gotten away with, dude?
It's just kind of a bizarrely officiated game. They went through a stretch where they weren't calling like anything at all.
I know.
I mean, this offensive stretch is worse than the last time they played South Carolina. This
Yeah.
is
It's up
horrific.
there, yeah.
They can't
I mean,
get a shot
9
off.
minutes. They're gonna go 10 full minutes without making a field goal. That's
Easy money. Yeah, they're gonna lose this damn game.
Yep.
boy, this is gonna be these Jeff Goodman tweets are about to be daggers right to the heart.
And you know what? I'm gonna retweet every one of them.
You earned them today, yeah.
Yeah,
Remember when I
He's
said
coming up on the 10-minute mark without a field goal.
this is absolutely pathetic and inexcusable. This is horseshit, dude. This is terrible.
It's like, say, remember when I said that Arkansas only had 14 points in the half? Well, they still only have 14 points in the half. So,
And again, it would not be the first time they've been held to that number for an entire half. Whew. Cal's going to have to let the chalk talk. I mean, that's pretty much all. If that lob play that they run out of timeouts doesn't work, they're toast. I know what it's going to take. I'm going to refresh my my ESPN app. That'll be the vibe shift this team needs. What's going to be tough is if they end up losing by like 12, like it just really gets away from them. And then it becomes like one of those that really messes up your metrics in a bad way because of the margin of victory.
I just can't. I mean, it should not be surprising, but it's just incredible how you go from playing such a fantastic first half of basketball
Oh, yeah.
to
One of the best halves they've played in a while.
the
I
like
thought.
worst.
That was a really good first half.
Yeah, to like the worst half of basketball.
Really, it was just that last 10 minutes. It was like, like I said, it was 21-19, and then Arkansas goes on a 7-0 run, forces Carolina timeout, you end up being up 17. Like that last 10 minutes, they were so sound on both ends, so good. And then they were even good to start this half. They came out and got the lead right back up to 20, and then just fell off a cliff.
Man, should have taken that South Carolina. I could have got him at plus 1,200.
Yeah, when they were plus 14 or whatever.
Now they're
like, wow, that's crazy.
Now they're plus 230.
Oh, dude, South Carolina plus 230. It'd be hard not to take that bet.
I dabble a little bit.
It'd be hard for me not to take that bet because it seems like this is a coin flip of a game. In my opinion, this feels like a coin flip here. Max says y'all cannot blame the refs right now. Score the ball. I don't know if we're blaming the refs. I think we're
in the chat.
I was just I was like, I don't know, man. I feel like we've talked here and there about stuff that should and shouldn't be called, but
they haven't scored in 10 minutes of basketball.
Like, yeah, no doubt about it.
Complete capsize.
And that's the problem. It's all encompassing all together. Everything.
You got to be so tired too. I mean, and you just that adrenaline dump of getting up big and feeling good and feeling like you're all set. And now you have a South Carolina team who's desperate as hell. They're just clawing to fight another day. They ended your season last year. I know none of you were on the team, but
they're getting ready to do it again.
Just what is it about? I just don't get South Carolina of all teams twice. What is it that they do?
Yeah, Ben here says absolutely. Although I absolutely think we should be in. If we blow this game, I can 100% see the committee leaving us out. I would disagree with the decision, but I don't think anyone can be shocked. And I agree with this stance where, like I've said all along, I think Arkansas is safe no matter what. You lose this game, you don't really get to complain. You don't really. You have a loss. You have 2 losses to South Carolina, a loss to Oklahoma, a loss to LSU. You don't really get to say anything when the committee leaves you out. Though I do agree it would be still pretty wild.
Another
but like,
missed layup.
You've had your chances. Oh,
I've never seen it.
I love the look too.
Yeah, great play. This ain't about Cal and the chalk talking.
Mm-mm.
These dudes can't do nothing, man. Buckets ain't. I mean, this is. Oh man.
CMB with the MIDI. All right, who is going to be the guy that breaks the field goal streak for Arkansas? Someone legally has to.
Turnover. And here goes your lead.
Oh, and then he turned it
Gave it
over.
right back.
Thank goodness.
Oh.
See, this was all part of Cal's plan because he doesn't care about the tournament, guys.
Now we're going to have to reopen the allegations of is Arkansas throwing this game to try and get shorter rest? Oh, hey, our boy Peanuts back in here talking about NIT. Hey, your sorry ass better hope. Your sorry ass better be hoping and praying to the basketball gods that some weird thing happens and Arkansas doesn't make the tournament. But I think we both know that probably ain't happening.
Sheesh.
Yeah, Hunter says borderline embarrassing. You can't tell me we won't be sweating Selection Sunday if we lose today. It ain't no borderline. This is definitely embarrassing. And yeah, you're definitely gonna you earn the right to sweat on Selection Sunday. You choke this one away.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna change up the vibes. I'm gonna go pee again.
Okay. Say your prayers to the gods. Align your chakras. Get your sage ready. If Arkansas officially loses the lead, I think I'm going to go rally cap too. I like this. Hawk on it says his neighbor's checking in. That'd be funny if he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna go real quick," and then all of a sudden gives Arkansas some minutes at the 4. They could probably use it.
Quite the buzzkill.
Yeah, quite the buzz.
Yeah, you're right. Outside say I have gone nonverbal. I mean, there's nothing to say. They've just. I mean, I've seen this before against South Carolina. They did it the last time they played them. It's unreal. How you can go from what that first half was to what this is. It's. I mean, what were you supposed to say?
Yeah. This is going to be, what's funny is this will be the second South Carolina game. No matter what happens in this game, win or lose, this is another burn the footage game. You will have 2 burnt South Carolina tapes, regardless.
Yep. Almost forgot to do my tweet.
Whoever comes out of this game, by the way, is getting their dicks pushed in by Ole Miss. Like no matter what, even if it's South Carolina, like they're gonna run out of gas after this. They go play Ole Miss tomorrow, and then if Arkansas somehow sneaks by in this game, I don't know. I can't imagine they get up and beat Ole Miss tomorrow, but who knows?
Oh man. It's like this one, it's like maybe it's just living in the moment. It's like this one's gonna hurt the most. Of just you go from 47 points in the first half to scoring 14 points in the second. It's
Not ideal.
Insanity. Time to take the headband off. Maybe so. Whatever the vibes are, whatever I need to do.
Are they going to review that? Throw Adu out of the game?
Probably.
I like that.
It's
I like
great.
that he's drawing blood with some elbows here.
Looks like they called it on South Carolina.
Well, it was Arkansas's ball going into the timeout. That was on the turnover, where then the guy turned it right back over.
All right, here we go.
Okay, there was a foul call that went the Arkansas Razorbacks' way.
Would have been nice if it was on the shot, but
Yeah,
can't get that.
just a fifth South Carolina foul. Crazy.
What is happening? What is happening?
Man, this is not a good feeling.
Oh, there you okay. There. My goodness. I couldn't tell. Was that in the
Wait.
cylinder or no?
Wait a minute. What?
So they waved it off, but now they're reviewing it to see if it was good.
I thought that was just a tip. Like the ball went out of the basket.
See, that's what I thought, but again, I have to see the replay on it.
It was coming out, right?
I
It
thought it
looked
was
like
out.
They confirmed it.
Oh, it's close. Live, I thought it was out. It's not nearly as far out as I thought. It was like right above it.
Even the basket you make, you can't even get
And again,
credit.
another Nelly Davis layup. At least this one was like contested at a weird angle, but good Lord, man. Arkansas struggling to get looks, but here in the last 5 minutes, they've had 2 or 3 good looks, any of which have gone in. You're in a good spot, but holy cow.
Silver linings.
No.
The last time Arkansas had a bad game like this, they won 2 in a row. So, yeah. Could.
Yeesh.
Good defense by Jonas there. I'm surprised
Yeah.
they didn't whistle him on that one.
Yeah, it's funny.
Wow.
It's taken South Carolina so long to work their way back because of how good of defense Arkansas has been playing.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not like they're necessarily shooting the lights out here in the second
No.
half.
Yeah.
South Carolina, they're 38.5%. Arkansas is just
Adu
Another
has a
foul?
double-double, guys. So, hey! Oh, sorry. I fart.
Wow.
hey.
Oh.
Hell, he took about 7 threes during this whole stretch. He was just trying to kind of will one down.
You leave it to DJ Wagner 3-pointer to get off the schneid for a second.
Off an offensive rebound. Hey, great play by Trevin there.
Yeah, he made that
Don't
play.
forget about that.
Man, he's D'ing up in there, dude. Oh my God. Oh wow.
Dude.
The
Yo.
whole bench
my
was
gosh. Take out the bench.
goodness gracious, man.
Goodness gracious.
Hey, man, this TB going balls to the wall, man. He's making plays. He's hit some huge shots for Arkansas in this game. Nice save on one end. It's a big time
seriously,
block
that
in
right
there.
there was a huge play. I mean, just thank goodness. What a block.
Oh man.
I mean, hey, very small bar that Arkansas has been needing to reach. They've been neglecting to reach it, but it's there.
Does the leg come off now, or
Here's hoping.
Yeah, I mean, if you get one more field goal and some made free throws, you win the game. One more FG, and Arkansas
Right.
wins.
it's great defense, but then a foul?
No way they called that. There's no way they called on Wagner. Dude, there's no way they called that on that jump shot. There's no way.
There's a way. It just happened.
Can we get a replay? Come on.
Pretty soft to me. Did he I would like to see it from the other view, like because he kind of ran up under him, but did he touch him? I don't know, man. Oh boy, that feels tough. Tough call.
30 seconds into the shot clock.
Yeah. Heck, that stop would have done it almost, you know.
Pretty much, yeah.
Now they got to score again.
Now they're going to have to make another basket. I mean, oh.
Oh, let's get Brazil, baby.
Get big Brazil.
Trevin, man.
Wow.
Refuse to
Huge
lose.
putback, dude. Get a stop, boys. Close hard. Billy.
All righty.
Easy.
Now it's just a
Dillard.
matter of free throws.
Find your point guard, son. There we go. One more basket should do it, boys.
We know that it's not going to be that easy. There's no way. Can't be.
Good work, Trev. Oh, boy. All right. Yeah, you're right, John.
Yeesh.
Good shot. Good finish. 2-point game.
Yep.
Need one, fellas. They're going to call a timeout. So here we go. Arkansas up 2, 42 seconds left. Cal calls a timeout.
So you got, what was it, a 6 second or 24
18.
seconds? So yeah, assuming they're going to get the last shot, South Carolina. So yeah, if you make a basket here, it'd be really cool.
I'm wondering if, South Carolina, I guess South Carolina's just going to play out the possession, right? No need to foul.
Yeah, they're not going to foul.
Right.
Run it down. 7 seconds left on the shot clock. Drive at the rim. Get fouled. Make a layup. Whatever you got to do. Really, I guess you don't have to burn clock or anything. You don't have to really take it that far down. Get it under 30. Get a good look. If I had to guess, I would imagine Arkansas will drive and not get a call and miss a layup.
Probably.
Yeah, it seems like
true.
it.
Wonder what kind of action they're going to roll with here.
Oh.
Throw Jonas in a pick and roll. That seems to be their most effective. I mean, he got so many good looks off of that earlier. They have DJ Adu pick and roll, and then if I'm DJ, I'm thinking, get downhill.
Definitely that.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'd imagine they're not going to let Adu just roll and get a wide open look. You know what I mean? Like, because he's been crushing them all game. In the first half, they were kind of a little slow getting over there to Adu, and he got 4 buckets off of that easy. So I think they're going to probably be shaded over toward Adu. I think DJ getting downhill and getting to the rim is probably the best look Arkansas can get here. And maybe you get a kick out, maybe you get a 3 something, but I want to see DJ
all year. When they get into to this type of situation, they're usually DJ, get to the rack, baby.
And if Adu's kind of there available for inside of 10 feet, sure.
Yeah, Nelly spot up in the corner.
Yeah.
Here we go. Or Nelly get the bucket.
Yeah.
Good
all right.
play.
Yeah. All game.
That's it.
Great play.
That Chalk was talking a little bit there. That was a good little set, good little look.
When that dude's 3 went up,
layup.
it was so off that when it came out of his hands, I was like, he's banking this in. It's just
you're like,
how I felt, man.
Seeing the trajectory a little bit. All righty, boys. The Arkansas Razorbacks are going to the NCAA tournament. They are going to the next round of the SEC tournament.
Andrew, stop doing this shit. Don't do this.
I mean, what? You think they're not? You think they're going to lose this game?
Have you watched this entire second half? There's a lot of time left, buddy.
Come on.
A
They're
lot of
fine.
time left.
What are you talking about? I tell you, Cal was out there drawing that shit up.
Hell, he was the entire game. Every time they came out of a timeout, he had a banger drawn up, and they'd miss a layup or get the wide open 3 they were looking for and miss that. It's one thing after another. And baby Nelly.
I remember thinking maybe this was the game that Arkansas finally wins by 20 against an SEC opponent. I remember thinking that for a second.
Yeah, see, Dre knows. Like, you just need to win 2 more games now.
2 more after this.
2 more.
Get to Saturday.
They'll definitely do the thing about like, oh, it's too close for comfort. The Arkansas probably really needs to beat Ole Miss now to find their way in.
Chili Dog Hog keeps coming in and he's like, I told you guys, but he won't clarify what he told us.
Yeah.
Now he's asking for more props. Chili Dog Hog, I'm down to give you. What did you say? I don't know. Where here's his comment. I tried to pull it up. Give me the credit.
Did you say that Arkansas was going to beat the worst team in the conference today? If so, credit to you. I missed whatever he.
I feel like if anybody deserves credit, it's Curtis for calling the blown lead and calling that it wasn't going to be easy.
Ridiculous stuff.
Yeah,
Rhoback says Goodman's in shambles. Goodman will definitely be throwing shade at Arkansas anyway, but it'll fall on deaf ears,
he was getting pissed off whenever Arkansas was starting to settle in and got a couple looks.
Well,
like he was
when we end this and go into the to the post game show, we'll get flooded with Kentucky fans. They're going to be trying to chirp or whatever, but
they tried to pop in here and do a victory lap. BBN, you showed up to an Arkansas watch party to try to do a victory lap on the game where Arkansas is going to clinch their NCAA tournament status, which they really already clinched.
No Razorback fan out there, even as homer as you can possibly be, is necessarily surprised by how this has gone on here. So.
I mean, hell, we did say this on the thing, like they blow these leads late, but they also find a way to win late. In a lot of those games where you feel like it's okay. Well, they didn't technically blow it, did they?
I guess no. South Carolina never took the lead, right?
No, they got 61-60.
Yeah.
So in your face.
Oh, sheesh, man.
I did love it that Goodman during the game was the only time he would tweet is just to remind everybody how much of a lead Arkansas had blown.
Yeah,
So,
well, that's what everyone's going to do is the thing. Well, not the great message, not
Don't
a great
care.
showing, but it's like
you
it's
won.
over at this point. Like Arkansas are going to make the NCAA tournament. It's going to be okay. Let's everybody relax.
This would be a 20th win.
Hey,
That
Big
feels
number
good,
2
doesn't
of.
it? Get to 20.
Sure does. We went through a stretch on the chat where
Yeah,
people
Nelly.
kept citing 20 games. They were like, "You got to get to 20 to make the tournament. Got to get to 20."
That was
like,
a
where
thing
did
like
you
a
get that
decade
number?
ago. Yeah.
Right. I was like, "Where'd you get that number from?"
Right.
Well,
But they
you
got
want-
there. So
most important thing, guys, Arkansas covered the spread because that's what I bet on.
how about that? That's an all time. Well,
I mean,
it's like I guess they should have covered, but that's an all time. Like when they were down 1 and South Carolina was plus 230. I thought that was crazy.
God, I spoke too soon.
see, why do you guys keep doing this? I just don't understand why you guys continue to do this.
I mean, because it's a math game at this point. Like it would take something pretty stupid for them to.
Well, yeah,
to
but I
actually
mean,
lose.
yours is one thing, and then John's like, "Oh, they covered," and then immediately can't get the damn ball in bounds after the. I mean, missed free throw layup, and then now they're not covering. Push. What did you get it at? John?
What did I get it at?
Did you get it -4 or
I got it at 3.5.
Oh, you got it at 3.5. Okay, all right, that's good.
Gotcha. So Chili Dog is now clarified. He said that whenever he said at half they would cut it to down below 5 when we were up 20. Okay, well, okay, that's that you definitely called that. That's good.
You were on the right side of history with me, buddy.
Yeah, you and Curtis were you and Curtis were the naysayers. They rejected your message because you were wrong or because you were right.
Yeah.
John, what do you think about this comment? This guy says, dude, seriously, John is usually the worst, but Andrew is giving him a run for the money.
Well,
I
I
just
just
like
my crown
unseated.
taken.
You
I
might get
prefer-
unseated.
I prefer being the meat in this sandwich, just let you guys just neutral.
Exactly.
Number 2 is a good place to be. You don't have the expectations of being number 1, and you never have to worry about being in last place. It's good stuff. Get it in.
Let's see.
This team is a shit show, man. Oh, this is awful, man. These
Listen,
dudes.
I will not apologize for like declaring them victors of the game because they're ultimately going to win. But John calling doing the victory lap on the
Yeah, exactly. I'm glad he busted out. I'm glad his
spread
internet
is
went dead.
crazy. It was like 30 did the spread comment.
Oh, man.
What was Trevin's move there?
I don't know.
Like, what was he attempting to do? I really don't know.
Get it to Jonas so he can dunk it.
Okay. They need to foul Arkansas so they can make both free throws here. That would be nice.
I'm going to guess they're going to really struggle to even get this ball in bounds. So
Why would you say
I
that?
think
They're
that's
really good
a
at
safe
it.
assumption.
He's all over him. Goodness.
CMB, that is his 5th.
Nah.
Still
Nah,
1-1
nah,
though.
South Carolina, I guess they have a timeout, but it's like there's no way to really advance it. Which, by the way, I think that they should change that. I think if you call timeout, you should advance the ball to half court.
It's a 1-1, by the way.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Even though that would put Arkansas in a dangerous spot here. Like, I think if South Carolina gets a miss and gets the rebound and calls timeout, they should get the ball at half court. Big Meech says, at least we don't have to worry about MB when we go into OT. I don't think OT is really, well, I guess it could happen.
Andrew.
I think there's
This dude is unreal.
Andrew.
I think it's going to be like a half court buzzer beater that's going to either go in and you lose or.
Cal, shut the hell up. Let him. It's just ice. I mean, he's been waiting to shoot this free throw for like 6 real minutes.
For everyone in the chat freaking out, I'm not saying that Arkansas, like, it's impossible. I'm saying, like, I feel like it's lose or like win or lose. It's not a, I don't know.
We made the first one at least. So, and they won't.
Now you can, you're in that mode.
Right? Like, they won't lose in regulation now. Make this one and be done with it. Close them. Final 4 guard. He tried to miss.
Don't let South Carolina score.
He tried to miss on purpose and banked it in. Why the hell did he do that?
I guess he wanted to get them to do the rebound.
They have a timeout though. Like,
yeah, but I guess
make it and it's a 4-point. No. Make it and it's a 4-point game with 2.5 seconds left. There's no reason to ever try to miss that free throw. That's the stupidest thing I've ever seen. That makes 0 sense.
Yeah.
Thank God it didn't work.
Why?
Maybe he got the score wrong.
I mean, just thank God it didn't work. But I mean, like, what was Cal saying? Did Cal tell him to do that?
I don't know.
No chance, right? Like, it would have been like, here's the thing. If he had missed it, it really would have been tough for them to get the rebound and get it up court and make a shot. But like if you make it, like you said, if you make it, it's over. Like that's it. You're good now.
I don't get it. Oh shoot, man.
No, nobody touch anybody right here, okay?
Well, they won.
Yay! Never a doubt.
Hit that line, keep on going.
So dumb.
Trevin Brazil with the Hudson Clark-esque interception.
What a game. What a game.
Yeah. I mean, listen.
I enjoyed it.
That was disgusting is what it was, but Arkansas won, and they clinched their spot in the NCAA tournament, and they live to fight another day. I don't know what tomorrow is going to look like, but you got the job done.
That's right. Never a doubt. Never a doubt.
See you on the post-game show.
Sounds
See
good.
you then.
Woohoo!